What is up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Give me a minute here. I think everything's set up. I was having some weird internet issues for a second, but it looks like everything's good now. So welcome to the stream, everyone. We can get going right now. I think everything is set up. Just double check. Yep, everything is set up. That counter's the one thing I always forget. So, again, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the stream, guys. Hopefully we can get this Treecko tonight. I mean, brand new apartment, maybe some new luck. Not immediately, though, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Filippo? Yeah, no, Pokemaster, Rune's been here at least once or twice now, I think. Today is the day I get a shiny. Hopefully Nightcore. Hopefully. Alright, see you later, Smooth Moves. I'm glad you were able to stop by for a minute. You're just playing Pokemon Go, and you got home, and the notification happened. Nice. Perfect timing, Pokemaster. Yeah, Ruben, it's almost been a month. Dude, it's almost been 2 months now. I started in June. Like, I started right at the end of June, so it's been... Like, if it takes another week, it'll be 2 months, which is kind of crazy. You picked up an old Nintendo Power off eBay for the Eon Pass so you could get a Soldew for Battle Frontier, and to soft reset Latias and Latias. Dang thing didn't even have... Dang, that stinks. That stinks, Jeremy. I think I'll get it at 666. 6. I missed a 6 there, but maybe now. Maybe. You hit 3,000 runaways. Nice. Hopefully you get it soon. You're doing a Rayquaza, right? Nice, Nuno. That's awesome. Julian, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, guys, I am officially moved into my new apartment. I start school next week. My live streams are calling? Really? That's kind of... I get that in a way, you know, it's just kind of something that's happening, and it's not really like... There's like gonna be one moment of excitement to come out of really all of these streams. You know? I get it. Brave man to pick Emerald. True, Rune, true. Yeah, because full odds plus dealing with RNG. But I mean, at least I know about the RNG, and it's not like I've done 6,000 resets, like, thinking that it was actually normal, and I've just been hitting the same frames over and over again. Really, Pokemaster? Was it? I've only seen, like, summaries of it. I haven't actually seen the movie, and I don't think I am. What's up, X-Rider? I'm doing good. How about you? So yeah, like I said, this is like the new apartment, guys. This is where the streams will be happening from now on. It's just one thing that will happen like this weekend is I couldn't bring my normal desk down. Like, I'm using the provided like super tiny desk, and it doesn't have quite enough room for me to put everything on, and it's like this really, really hard wooden chair. So I couldn't bring it down in my car because my car is just not quite big enough for it. But my mom's bringing down my like actual desk in her van this weekend, so I'm gonna be setting that up. So like the perspective will change, but it'll be the same room, and then we'll be like in our permanent setup for a long while. On a scale of 1 to 8,192. I'm starting school on the 28th? No, I am starting school on the 21st, Cash. So I am starting on Monday. Oh, the value below it. So it was shiny. Okay. At least there's one good thing about it. We haven't been here since 400 encounters. Welcome back, Wick. Yeah, we have gone a little ways from encounter 400. That was I think what, like the second stream we hit that. Yeah, we're on stream I think like 23 now. Still no Treecko. All right, Mal. Yeah, it's okay if you missed it. And actually, for a lot of you people who are in Europe, I know it is super late for you guys. I actually think this is the last stream I'm gonna do at this time. I think I've decided that I'm gonna start doing more streams that are like an hour shorter, so like 5 2-hour streams a week instead of 3 3-hour streams. So there's like an extra hour added, but it spreads them out, so like more people can like figure out a time in the week to watch. Plus, like 3 hours is like a little bit taxing on me to like. That's like really pushing it for my voice and stuff. Like I always feel like a little hoarse for like an hour or two after the stream, just because I start to feel it around like 2.5 hours or so. So if I can cut that down a bit, but spread the streams out so we don't like lose any time, I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna make them a little bit earlier in the day. So like maybe an hour to 2 hours earlier in terms of starting times. What's up, Rachi? Welcome to the stream. You get to start school in 2 days, Rune. All right. So you're starting on a Friday then? Ruben, am I in high school? No, I am in college. I'm actually starting my 3rd year of college on Monday. I've never heard of that Pokemaster. Oh, is that a northern thing? That'd be why. Oh, you're going to junior here? Nice, Rune. Nice. Yeah, so you're like 4 years behind me then? Alright, you would have been... Nah, you wouldn't even have been in high school when I graduated. Help you? What do you need help with, Sandslash? What do you need help with? Raichu's back. Welcome back, Gleaming Raichu. Or Gleam Raichu. Shiny at 63, we'll see. We will see. We're 20 away. There will be a save reset in the middle of that, but we're only 20 away. Which in the scheme of how long we've been going is not very long. School starts for you on Monday as well, KFC Bucket? Yeah, same here. Same here. I gotta get back into the schedule of waking up early enough for class. Because I've got some 8 a.m.s, and I've gotten into the habit of sleeping until at least like 11. So I gotta switch my schedule up pretty quickly. What's up, man? Again, I cannot pronounce Korean. I can't read Korean, so just what's up. I'll point that out every time we come in, just so, like, I apologize that I can't read your name, because I read everyone else's name, so I have to at least give something. School starts there in 26 days? Alright now. You probably, yeah, here, like, specifically, like, in generally the schools I've gone to, like, all my high school and stuff, we got out, like, our summer started super early, but then we go back, like, public schools go back, like, the beginning of August. School starts for you in about a week? Alright, so that's pretty normal time for that, Pokemaster. Today was your first day of school, really? I hope it was good. Good thing you're no longer in school. Yeah, hopefully I only have 2 more years. You know, co-ops and other, like, internships and, like, study abroad, any kind of stuff like that withstanding. Hopefully I can get done, like, on track. Yeah, that's really what this needs to be asked at this point, is how do you pronounce your name? I know one of the mods, Indy, he is Korean. He could probably read it, but I don't. I can't, personally. Still at it? Yeah, we are, Carson. We are still going for this Treecko. I was hoping to get it before I moved into this apartment so we could, like, kind of start fresh with something new. But unfortunately, we are still hunting this Treecko. It was not nice, and it did not help us and show up on a I guess it was Sunday that we streamed. Yeah, Sunday. You just got a Chansey and Yell? Nice! And welcome to the stream, Cody Scroggins. Welcome back. So guys, how does like audio and everything sound to you guys? Because I'm worried that, because like I have some like posters and things I'm gonna put up eventually that should help, but I feel like there's gonna be a bit of an echo right now. And Oscar, welcome back to the stream. So yeah, like I said, you know, just let me know if like it sounds echoey or anything, or if it sounds decent. That sounds good. All right, that's good to hear. Yeah, cause like it's like none of like the actual quality should have changed. It's just I'm worried that there's like an echo, and I know I can probably hear. It's probably a little bit weird for me because like I have open back headphones now, which is like before I had like closed backs, but these have like little holes in them, so I can. Generally, they're like so you can hear yourself better and hear the room and whatnot. But I also have the mic giving like active feedback through the headphones, so like you know if the headphones were closed, I could still hear myself and wasn't like shouting. But so I feel like I'm hearing like my voice actually, and then I'm hearing it through the mic. So there might just be a little bit of an echo personally for me, and that's what's tripping me up. Because like I'm really paranoid that like there's this big echo or something. But if you guys say there isn't, then I'll listen to y'all. I'll trust y'all. There's no echo. Awesome. That is good to hear. Oh no! Oh no, that stinks. That's yeah, I've gone on autopilot a bit with that and forgotten to like switch the chain. Like normally I go like 10 encounters or so, and I try to do that consistently before I switch the chain. But there's some Pokemon you have to like go 5 or something, just you know, because they don't call in often enough, and like I really don't like risking it. But one time I just went on autopilot and I went to like 20 on like a Sandygast, or I forget what it was. It was something I needed to call in really often on. And I just went too long and it KO'd something. It was a Pyukumuku. Something about Pyukumuku, it was hard to chain, and I managed to autopilot and KO it. KO it, or it struggled, or something. The game volume is low if I'm talking. Really? Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Like, I haven't changed any of that, but like I said, that probably is what's part of the room thing. It's like, it's a closed room a bit more. It's probably just louder in general, I guess. Maybe that'll help some? I'm not sure. Like, it's gonna be something I'm probably gonna go back and watch part of the stream again later to try to figure out, honestly. Gravity Falls, anyone? I haven't actually seen it. All my friends who have seen it say it's really good. I just, like, didn't watch TV at the time it was coming out. Oh, welcome back, Cellular Gamer. Best TV series, period? I don't know, I may have some contenders for that, but, Carson, do I have the Shiny Charm? I do not, because, I don't even know if there was a Shiny Charm in Emerald. Plus, this is the first Pokemon, and you need to have, like, you know, you have a complete Pokedex, and it's kind of hard to do that before you get a starter. Yeah, so this is a full odds hunt, straight up 1 in 8,192. And I just realized that we have gone past the point where I need to switch the save file. So we're going to do that now. Didn't forget about it this time. Well, I kind of did, but I caught myself. Another Poketuber got a shiny Corsola in 27 turns. That's awesome. Yeah, I got... My Corsola, I don't think, took more than, like 70 or so. I was kind of hoping for a Marini, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. Like, the odds of that on top of the shiny odds just were really not in my favor at all. What's up, Fora Frost? Welcome back to the stream. Alex Turner, welcome to the stream. Shiny Charm was introduced in Black 2 and White 2. Okay, alright. Yeah, I thought it wasn't in this one. Why does it have the Shiny Charm under the Treecko? My girlfriend made the layout, and she just kind of... She wanted to make it look more than just, like, a bland background. So she added some, like, shiny-related things. So, like, you look right above me, that way. Yeah, my camera's, like, mirrored, so it's weird. But, like, right above me, those are, like, you know, some of the sparkles. Down below, like, that grass to the side, next to, like, the donation ticker thing is, like, kind of like Poke Radar's little shiny sparkles. Like, that's the kind of stuff that, you know, it's not necessarily in this game, but this isn't really, like, this isn't, like, an Emerald-focused layout. It's, like, just the Game Boy one. Which, granted, still doesn't include the Shiny Charm in any way. But it's, you know, it's more just like a shiny hunting layout than a like emerald specific one. So it just has like shiny hunted, shiny related things in it. I feel like you butchered that one a little bit, Pokemaster. That's actually the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Come on, you gotta get it right. You gotta get the phrase that this name was based off of right. You want to complete your Pokedex, but you need someone to help you with the trade, evolutions, and none of your friends play Pokemon. Oh no! I mean, you might be able to find someone in chat with a 3DS that's like willing to trade back and forth with you. Also, I don't know what's up with the stream. I noticed I dropped some frames there. I'm hoping that's not like actually an issue that shows up for you guys. I'm sorry if it is. I'm still also working on getting internet stuff figured out because, like, right now I'm on the Wi-Fi provided by the building, which, you know, has everyone on it. And they do let you bring in your own, like, network equipment, but the problem is, like, the instructions all say, like, you have to use the Ethernet jacks on the wall. You can't use coax or any of that. Like, you can't bring a modem in with your router and hook it up that way. You have to bring in, like, a router and just plug it in. So I was like, okay, I'll just find the Ethernet jack in the apartment and look all through my room and all through the common area, and there's not a single Ethernet jack in the entire thing. There's only, like, there's a coax into each room for, like, you know, TV, for, like, cable for the TV, and there's one of those behind the entertainment center out in the, like, living room. There's no, like, Ethernet, and they specifically say you can't use the coax for, like, internet, so I gotta figure out something. I gotta go talk to, like, management and figure that out, because like I said on Discord, I was having a bunch of issues earlier today where, like, my computer would just lose internet. Like, it'd stay connected to the network, but, like, suddenly everything would just, like, Discord would drop, no Chrome windows would load, I'd just get the dinosaur game, I couldn't send messages through anything, like, basically all outward internet was gone. So hopefully that's not a big deal that continues happening or anything. Hopefully I can get that figured out pretty quickly, and I will try my best to get that figured out. Clorox, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Pokemaster, you can use, like, friend codes and stuff to connect and trade over internet. How do you know what your friend code is? That would be in, like, if you leave the game and go to, like, on the home menu for your 3DS, there's, like, the friend tab. If you click on that, it has your friend code, I believe. I think. I haven't added friends on my 3DS in forever. But once you do that, they're like your friend, and when you go into the Festival Plaza, and like select trade and all this stuff on internet settings, like when you set your internet to like actual internet and go into trade, it'll like bring up your friends as recommended trades. Well, what's up, Yoshi Bros? Welcome back to the stream. How's it going with the hunt? Any signs of it so far? Unfortunately, we haven't had any signs of it. There hasn't been a shiny Zigzagoon. We haven't messed up on a shiny Treecko. We, like, you know, I'm resetting the save right now, so we're just basically starting from scratch again, essentially. I am crazy. I'm a little bit crazy, Canal. A little bit, you know. We haven't technically, like, we're still technically beating odds if we get it anytime soon, though. Because the odds are 1 in 8,000. Rounding down. Oh no, guys. I thought it as I clicked it. I was like, oh, don't hit A until you save, and then I hit A. I'm just gonna go through the next 50 and use this save because I don't want to redo all of that again immediately. And you know, we're probably still not gonna hit the same 50 frames. Like we'll probably hit some new ones. So I think it'll be okay. We can keep going. I just don't want to sit through that whole thing twice and like get one encounter out of it. Shiny and Pokemon Emerald, it is pretty crazy Vitaly. It is a little bit crazy, but that's kind of the fun of it, you know? What's fun if it isn't crazy, you know? You have Sun and Moon? Me too. I actually, I play Sun as like my main game. That's what I got on a release night, but around Christmas, I picked up a copy of Moon to use for like getting a copy of each starter, getting a Japanese Ditto, you know. Basically the game that I use is like, I don't want to bother my friends and make them spend 5 hours doing something for me. Yeah, if you just put in the friend code, that's all you need, and Nintendo figures the rest out. In ways, it's kind of a, like, really weird system, but it, you know, as long as if you have the code, it works, but you can't, like, search anyone by name. It is, yeah. I mean, shiny hunting in general is pretty much insanity until one pops up. Like, you're just doing the same thing as, like, it'll be shiny this time. And then it's not. Then you do that, like, 7,000 more times. And then it is. Are you here? Welcome back to the stream. You're on your phone. Well, welcome, Raftel. Hopefully you don't end up in a situation like some people where they're like, phones just kind of die in the middle of it. But if it does, that's fine too. I'm glad you were able to tune in somehow. You never captured a shiny, never met a normal hack ROM? Did you mean just like you never caught a shiny even in ROM hacks? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty rare to get them, unless you're playing like a game that has Johto as the region, where you can get that Red Gyarados as a scripted thing. It's, you know, it's pretty hard to get them. Like this hunt. This hunt has taken almost 2 months now, and we still haven't gotten a single shiny out of it. Why not hunt in Ruby or Sapphire? Because I don't have a cartridge of Ruby or Sapphire. And I want to get all 3 of the legendaries, so Emerald's the best one to get all of them in, especially once I know I have, like, chances at finding shinies. Thank you, Owen. I appreciate it. I hope some of the luck pays, all these good luck wishes pay off. I hope we can get it soon. Why won't I save as fast? So when I said, like, I didn't want to save, alright, I messed up and I didn't save. Like, I meant to hit save to, like, reset the trainer ID and stuff, and that way, like, soft resetting is a different trainer ID than I had for the past 50, but I got all the way there, and I clicked the bag, and then you can't save once you've entered the bag. So I was like, it's really long to go through, and you gotta redo the whole thing. You gotta, you know, meet Birch, set up your name, meet May, meet your mom, set the clock, all this stuff. And in that amount of time, I can do like 5 to 10 encounters at least. So I'm gonna, when like I mess up like that, I just kind of accept it, and I know it lowers my odds a little bit for this part of the hunt, but I'd rather like actually be doing encounters, and if there's still a chance, you know, it's still gonna be exciting. So I'd rather do that than like mess up 3 times in a row and have spent, you know, 30 minutes of the stream trying to set up one save. You never got a shiny without hunting it? It's really rare to do that. Like, even hunting for shinies is really rare to get them. But, yeah, it's ridiculously lucky when one of those pops up, like, without even really necessarily wanting it. I never find shiny Treecko. Ah, the blue. We'll keep going, though. We'll keep going until we get it, though. Use speed. So, Canal, I can't actually speed up the game because I am playing on a, like, legit cartridge in a Game Boy Player for the GameCube. So there's no fast forward button. Like, if it was an emulator, yeah, I'd definitely be, like, holding down whatever the button is to speed the game up in, like, 10 times speed. But, no, I'm playing with, like, a GameCube controller and playing on an old cartridge, so there's no speeding it up, unfortunately. You can get a level 1 shiny Geibel in Black 2 and level 1 shiny Dratini in White 2, as well as a level 60 Haxorus if you complete the Nova Pokedex. Really? Okay. I still haven't actually played Black or White 2, so I'm gonna need to do that at some point. But I need to get cartridges of it. I know you can get it on an emulator, but I need a Gen 5 cartridge anyways, because I have a Gen 3, obviously, that's what I'm playing now. I have Gen 4, but I don't have Gen 5, so I can't quite get the Pokemon up to Pokebank. But if I could get them to Gen 5 and then Gen 6, then I'd be perfectly happy. And, like, I just need one, because I want to play the games. I haven't even touched, like, Unova ever. But I want to be able to get, like, this Treecko, and the point of getting the legendaries after it's going to be to move them up to, like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, where you can't get those legendaries because they're shiny locked. So it's like the one missing puzzle piece. Yeah, Emerald's pretty fickle about it. That's what I try to do, the save resets. I failed this time because I didn't save, so it didn't actually reset the save. But yeah, that's one of the things where, like, playing Emerald at first is, like, gonna bite you in the butt, essentially. Like, it's gonna destroy you because you have to reset your save every 50 encounters. There's a chance, like, that save doesn't even generate a shiny early enough for you. All this stuff. It's not truly random, so if your button presses are too, like, similar, then you're not gonna get a shiny. But what that means later on is, like, you know you have it. Once you've done this hunt, once you've done, like, the worst hunt you can do, which is like an Emerald starter, you just go and what should I say? Then you, like, know you have a shiny frame, and you know that you can continuously hunt for other things, and you know you have a shiny frame. It might. Some people kind of consider it RNG manipulation, but personally, I'm okay with that. I don't mind RNG clones. 200 years later, still no more Treecko. It could happen, but I'd like to think we aren't that unlucky. When Virtual come out, everyone at school got almost all the Pokemon excluding Chansey. Then there's this one guy that has Chansey, and you had to trade with them to finish the Pokedex. Ah, yeah. Like that one rare Pokemon's like, haha, I'm the only one who has this. Now like, be my friend and I'll trade you so you can actually complete your Pokedex. Well, what's up, James Bauer? Welcome back to the stream. Am I at college already? Yeah, I just moved into my apartment yesterday. I start classes on Monday, but like yesterday was the move-in day. So that's why like I didn't stream Monday because of that, because I had to like pack all my stuff up to move in early Tuesday, and then unpacking Tuesday took like literally all day. It took until I had plans at like 8 at night, and it took until like 7:30 to get everything unpacked to the point that I was like, I feel comfortable like leaving the apartment. When I finish the badge quest, when I hunt legendaries and also Mew and Deoxys, they require a bunch of awfully hard glitches to reach them. I've considered that. Someone actually brought that up way early on in the streams, like doing, I think it's what, the Pomegg glitch or something is like one of the names for it. I've considered that, because like there's no other way to get it. It'd be fun to do. I may not move those ones up because they aren't like as legit. Technically, like they are glitched to get them, but I might leave them like on this cartridge or something. But I'm definitely going to be going for legendaries. Like that was, like I said, that's kind of one of the main reasons for doing this hunt in Emerald, is to be able to get those legendaries that I can't get in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Your 3DS battery is low. I mean, you should try to plug it in there. Try to donate, but still PayPal and not credit or debit. Yeah, Clorox, I don't actually think I can really set up credit card payments and stuff, because those link more directly to like bank accounts and stuff. And like I don't have any kind of commercial bank account. But like, so the only thing I really have set up is PayPal, which is pretty easy to like link to your card and stuff. Yeah, so you just gotta get, yeah, once you get connected to the internet in Festival Plaza, you should pop up on your friend's 3DS. Am I gonna shiny hunt all of my team Pokemon? Yes, Chase, that is the plan. It is a shiny badge quest, which means I'm gonna be catching a lot of shinies throughout the game. At least one before every gym battle, potentially a few more. And the plan for that is like, you know, when you're doing the badge quest, like you have a whole bunch of story to actually do, you know, battling Team Aqua, you know, running between towns, all this stuff. And I'm gonna like do pre-recorded stuff with that, so that it like gets put out as like a pre-recorded Let's Play type deal. But I have to do hunts fairly often throughout that, so I'm basically gonna like do an episode pre-recorded and be like, all right, guys, now we're gonna hunt. And then I'm going to stream the hunt, like, you know, the next day or something. And then once we get that, I'll record the next part, and so on and so forth. So there'll be a bunch of streams related to the Shiny Badge quest, getting all the Pokemon for the party. And like I said, I have a copy of Leaf Green that is in Japanese, so I probably won't do too much with that, like actually playing the story-wise. But we will probably do a lot of hunts in there. You know, all the legendaries and all that stuff, plus a starter. Because I already, like I said, we have a Charmander planned for my copy of Leaf Green as soon as we get a Treecko. Bailey Faco, welcome back to the stream. Which Reggie is my favorite out of the 4? Probably Reggie Steel. Oh, you have a gift card. That's why. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't exactly link that to a PayPal account, unfortunately. Which starter do I choose in every gen? So, Gen 1, Squirtle. Gen 2, either Cyndaquil or Totodile. Probably Totodile. Gen 3, Treecko. Gen 4, Piplup. Gen 5, I don't personally really have a preference towards those, because I haven't played the games, but probably the superior line. Gen 6, Froakie to Greninja, and Gen 7, Rowlet. Tyler, double the speed? I can't double the speed, unfortunately. This is a actual cartridge of Emerald, so it's not an emulator, and if it was an emulator, I definitely would be doing some kind of fast forwarding, but I can't because the GameCube does not have a fast forward button on it, unfortunately. It'd be nice if it did. Yeah, Chef, it's kind of like the fun of it, because I am a shiny hunter, so I'd see a lot of people, I suppose, like, you still going for this? Like, I would have lost patience after, in 100 encounters or something. Which I get, But I have, 850 hours worth of shiny hunting outside of this game. And this game alone is at 60-something now. So I've, built up the patience, and I think it'd just be kind of fun to do it. And, that's part of it's at the live streaming aspect. Because I know I would have taken a very long break at this point from Treecko if I had just been doing this by myself. What's up, Pokenerd? Welcome back to the stream. And guys, let me know if the stream's stuttering or anything. I'm seeing a few occasional little glitches here on my end saying the quality's dropping. But that may... I'm not sure what that actually is. Hopefully it's not anything actually bad. Yeah, this gecko is taking very long to shine, Rafa. It is being very stubborn. Does anyone know how to trade with your friend in Moon? So like Indy said, you have to connect to internet once you're in the plaza, not just your local network. There's an actual button in the bottom that's do you want to connect to the internet, in your settings menu or something. And you actually have to connect to the internet. And once you're connected to the internet, you can go into trade, and then from there figure it out. The stream is okay, and yes, JT, Wild Zigzagoon can be shiny in the original Gen 3 games. But because Emerald has some wonky RNG, that's actually a good sign. If we get a shiny Zigzagoon, then we know we're on the right track. And if we get a shiny Zigzagoon, someone's going to have to... I'm probably going to immediately look over to my preview that's a few seconds delayed and try to figure out what my exact timing was on that Treecko. You forgot about the stream? That's okay, Android Play. I mean, you found it. You got here eventually. That's all that matters. Will I eventually hunt multiple games at the same time, or am I afraid of losing a shiny due to lack of attention? I don't know. It's more a matter of I don't have the equipment to do that right now. This is already a GameCube I'm borrowing from a friend. I only have 2 cartridges to hunt in right now anyways. Maybe if I did my main goal, one of my goals is to eventually be able to afford a 3DS capture card so I can hunt in some of the newer games as well. Basically Gen 3 is the newest game I can hunt in right now and stream. But I'd love to be able to hunt in the newer games, because then you have chaining methods, ways to make it a bit more rapid pace in terms of finding a shiny, plus it makes it a little bit more interesting than just soft resetting over and over again. And maybe if I got to that point, that's already a big investment, so investing in essentially 2 capture cards of any kind is a little bit much right now. Maybe in the future, though, but lack of attention is a very big concern with me as well. Because, my one responsibility, aside from making sure the Treecko is shiny, or making sure the Treecko is shiny or not, is making sure to count what that number at the bottom. The stream just went offline, didn't it? Am I back, guys? I'm sorry if I dropped there. It's being really, really finicky right now with internet. And welcome back to the stream, Jacob Reyes. Leaf Blades, you have been at every stream? Really? That is awesome. It's okay, it's still... Yeah, it is still going, Blastoise Master. We have not found this Treecko yet. I'm hoping we find it soon, though. I should stream on Twitch? I don't know, I kind of consider that... What I've been thinking is... Like, part of the reason I stream on YouTube is so that, like, my streams get archived more quickly and more easily, and they stay archived longer. So, like, if I put it on Twitch, it'll, unless I'm, like, you know, a premium account or something, it'll stay on Twitch for, like, 2 weeks. Then it goes away, which really is fine, but it's kind of nice having, like, this archive of, look at all these streams that I've done, you know? So we can look back and go, like, wow, we really did do, like, 20 streams or something. So I like that aspect of YouTube. It's really, to me, it's like just as easy to stream on one or the other, but I prefer YouTube for that aspect. And I think what I'm planning on doing is using YouTube for most of my stuff, but anything I do that, like, isn't PG, you know, if I play, like, GTA 5 or just, you know, Rocket League with some friends and I know it's not going to be, like, kept PG or something, I'll stream that on Twitch. Like, that'll kind of be what I use as a distinction, is, like, YouTube stuff will be, like, you know, PG chat and all this thing, but, like, Twitch will just be kind of, like, live stream in general, just whatever you want, everything goes as long as it's not, like, super offensive, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. For Frost, today is the day, I hope so. Lucario Games, welcome to the stream. Are you guys all in it, adding a friend code? That's pretty cool. Alright guys, you know, for anyone who is new to these streams, I will just like to remind everyone and to point out some new people that this chat is a PG chat, so anything that is, like, you know, profanity or, like, super offensive will be removed by me or the mods, just so everyone is aware. It's your birthday in 2 months. Well, happy 2-month early birthday, Android Play. Can Arceus from the Tweaking Glitch be shiny? I'm not sure. You're legit shiny locked. Shiny? Yeah. Perfectly legit. Like, your game's just that one. They made, like, one cartridge that's not shiny locked, right? Today's your birthday, and you're sick with strep throat. Aw, I'm so sorry. Happy birthday, though, Sammy. I'm sorry to hear about the strep throat, though. But what better way to spend your birthday than shiny hunting with me? You forgot to evolve your Ghastly. Oh, no! That's kind of important, is to get it up to the point where it needs to be traded before you go and trade it. Who wants a shiny Bidoof? I think everyone wants a shiny Bidoof. Mumu Studios, that's not my room. It is now, though. I actually, I moved into my new apartment yesterday because I'm starting college up again, like the new year of college, on Monday. So yesterday was the move-in day for the apartments. So this is going to be where I am for at least a year. Possibly more. And King Antisma, I think I pronounced that right. Welcome back to the stream. I'm gonna get 6401. We'll see. We will see, Fora. I think the Arceus can be, yeah, no, the actual Shiny Lock, yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Shiny Locks were added in Gen 5. So, before that, the only things that were Shiny Locked were things that were almost unintentionally Shiny Locked, like, Mew in the first, like, Gen 1 event. That kind of stuff shiny locked, but that's just like because they only gave out certain ones with certain DVs, which happen to not become shiny. But yeah, like first intentionally shiny locked Pokemon were in Gen 5, so Arceus should be able to be shiny. You almost have a complete Dex in Fire Red. Nice, Lucario. That's pretty awesome, and that's actually pretty impressive to do, especially if you've done it recently, you know? Because, like, unless you personally own multiple Game Boys or, like, ways to play Game Boy games, you know, it's a little bit difficult to find someone who still has their Game Boy Advance and their copies of Gen 3 games. Like, that's really impressive to actually be able to get close to a full Dex. That's good to hear that your surgery went well, Flora. I'm glad that everything went well. So then it's not stupid at all, right, Moomin? Right, Owen? Yeah, because you're still Owen. Yeah. If it's as stupid as Bidoof, then it's like the exact opposite of stupid. Alright guys, we're coming up on the next chance for me to mess up resetting the save. If we mess it up this time, which I'm hoping I don't, I think I will just go ahead and reset it again. Because otherwise we will have been running on the same save for way longer than we should be. It's going to deny, yeah, if you request at the same time, it will deny both of you because you're both sending a request. And that's, like, really dumb that it doesn't pick up on the fact that you're trying to talk, and it's like, no, you're each talking to each other, so you can't hear each other. So you basically just have to decide, I'm going to be the one to send the requests. Your battery's very low, you should probably get a charger pretty quickly then, Mau. That would be a good thing, especially if yours is blinking. Is anyone else watching this in 720p? Is it only showing up in 720p? It should be showing up in 1080. It doesn't. I'm not streaming any higher than that, just because I've noticed like a % of the frames have been dropped. Basically, sections of the stream have just kind of like locked up frame-wise because of my internet. So I don't want to like push it any more than I need to. Alright guys, so I think it is time for us to reset the save again. Aura throws over 30 different legendaries at you. True. Most of them can be caught shiny, the only ones that can't are the ones that are like actually meant to be in the game in the first place. Yeah. And by that I mean like ones that were in Gen 3. You know, you can go after like Palkia and Dialga and Giratina and all of them. You can go after those for shiny hunts, but unfortunately you can't go after like Karaban, Kyogre, and Breakwaza, which is just kind of dumb and disappointing in my opinion. But yeah, that's Game Freak's decision. Alright guys, hopefully we can get through this fast and we can get back to some actual shiny hunting. What gen do I think starters will get a Mega Evolution next, or should get one next? Gen 2 or 4, 5, 6, or 7, besides Greninja, or yeah, 5, 6, or 7. I'm not sure, and I'm honestly not sure what Game Freak's stance on Mega Evolutions is right now. Like, they really didn't release many after Gen 6. But if they did release it for one, I think it would be for Gen 2. Like, they're kind of coming around, I think, on, like, Gold, Silver, Crystal, those being, you know, really old at this point. It's coming to Virtual Console, all this stuff. So I feel like if one got something, it would be Gen 2. So I feel like a lot of stuff's going to be happening Gen 2-wise with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I don't want to voice chat and shiny hunt on Discord. That's actually kind of a cool idea. Forgot about the Pelago. Yeah, Pelago, I've actually... Doesn't Pokebelago have, like, technically a way to shiny hunt in it? Like, the odds are actually better? Did I know that in Gen 2, Cynical Line had a purple shiny? I believe so. I know, like, that was one of the ones that got a change. I don't remember if it... Yeah, because it changed to more of a red, right? The Oz and Pelago are still full odds? Okay. I'd heard some people like talking like they weren't. Or I guess it's just a different way to hunt for some of the Pokemon, maybe? I'm not sure. I thought I had heard something, but I may have been wrong. Have I heard of the new Sonic game, Sonic Mania? I had heard of that like today for the first time. I haven't looked much into it because I haven't ever really been the biggest Sonic fan, and it's not like that I dislike Sonic in any way. It's just I've never really taken the chance to get into it. I guess is the best way to put it. It's just that you can encounter multiple Pokemon. Ah, that's it then. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense because you can encounter like 3 and then reset. Pokemon the professor shows you be shiny. I actually don't think it can be shiny in most of the games. But ironically, the game that introduced shiny locking, it could. I know Black and White, you can have a shiny as like this is the Pokemon that you see in the world. What will be the next shiny that I hunt? So, my next hunt planned is a shiny Charmander in my copy of Leaf Green, because I don't really have like. Because I'm basically, as soon as I get it in Emerald, I'm gonna instantly, complete that battle, save the game, and like turn it off until I can actually record a Let's Play with it. Because I'm doing that Shiny Badge quest, and I want to actually record the Shiny Badge quest part of it, or like the actual like gameplay part of it. So I can't really do much once I get the Treecko. So I'm gonna like immediately turn the game off, and I have all the assets ready to do. Alright, I almost did it again, guys. Like, I think what I'm doing is I was mixing up start and A. Like, I was like, make sure to hit start, but like, press start to begin the game at the beginning of the game where you can hit A too and it works. I think I was doing that, because like, press start and my thumb started going down on the A button. Oh man, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I know I yawn a lot, but I'm trying to like kind of switch it so I don't as much. But today was a really long day. I will admit that today was a fairly physically exhausting day. I woke up early trying to get my schedule set back, and then I walked like down to my campus, like my college campus, to see like how far the walk was. Determine if I like should ride the bus or like how much time I'd need if I didn't. That kind of stuff. And then I walked back, so it was like I basically walked like an hour each way, or not each way, but an hour round trip for that. And then I was like, I need to go get groceries. So I got in my car and I drove like the half-mile down the road to Walmart, parked, and there was just smoke like billowing out of my hood. And I knew instantly, like I could smell it, it was coolant just pouring out of my car. And I looked on the ground and there's a massive puddle running the entire like width of my car of coolant just pouring out the Walmart parking lot. So I just kind of looked at it and went, well, I guess I can't take like, I couldn't drive the car anymore because it was instantly like overheat and start like actually messing things up. So I just kind of left it, went into Walmart, and instead of buying like all the actual necessities that I was going to get, like I need some more things for the apartment, I need I need things like milk and just general like cheese and meat and all these things to like put in the fridge, things that can't get warm, things that need to be in a car and drive home real quick. So I couldn't get any of that, so I ended up picking up like a bunch of like microwavable food to last me until whenever I can get the car fixed. And yeah, so I ended up having to walk back from Walmart to my apartment after I'd already walked like an hour in the morning. And at that point I got back and I was like, oh, it's so late, the stream's gonna start soon, I think. And I looked at the clock and it was like 10:30 in the morning still. I was like, I just knew it was like, this is gonna be a long day at that point. Which, I mean, it's gotten better, but it was just a really rough morning. You're hunting for a Regirock shiny? Good luck, Unoche Commenta. I hope you can get it. I hope you can get it pretty quickly. Fear Frederickson the Wishy-Washy. Ah. The almighty Wishy-Washy. Wishy-washy is ridiculous. I kind of like it. I was really confused at first, and I thought I could actually hold like the actual school form in like a PC, because when I completed the Pokedex and I went for my living dex, I also caught like every different form of the Pokemon. So like I caught all 4 Oricorios. I have both Lycanroc, like both Midday and Midnight Lycanroc. Like I have all that, and for a while, and like I have every color of Minior too. But I was like, can Wishy-washy stay like school form in the PC? But it can't. So I was like very close to keeping one of those, and I was like, But I figured out that like I couldn't actually keep it, so. The shiny line is on Discord now. I'll see it after the stream, Jacob Reyes. Alright. You got a shiny Palkia on your copy of Pearl with over 6,000 soft resets. Nice, Michael. Hopefully we can hit the over 6,000 mark and not the over 7,000 mark with this Treecko here. It's always nice seeing other people who are like, I got the shiny after going that long, you know? Like, it gives me hope that like I'm not somehow so far gone. And like I'm not, like, it always kind of feels like you're either going to get super early or it's going to take you 10,000 soft resets. Like that's kind of the feeling I get with like Full Out Suns. Is like, I was like, we could get it this first stream when we did it, and like the third stream I felt really confident about getting it, you know, like within the first 1,000. And I was obviously a little bit off there. Need to make a competitive team. I probably need to do so at some point too. It just kind of feels like I should have one if I've like played one game for so long. Like I said, I have like 850 hours of my copy of Sun. I was like, it kind of feels like I should have the shiny by now, right? Or not, I should have shiny, but it's like I've played long enough. I should have like competitive Pokemon, right? And I'm not even sure, because like I said, I'm not, like I've said before, I'm not like really a competitive player. So I could look at Pokemon and be like, that has good IVs. Are they the good IVs for that Pokemon? And don't even like ask me about natures. Like I don't know which natures are good for what Pokemon at all. If I ever get tools to stream on a 3DS, what starter would I soft reset for on the Gold and Silver Virtual Console? What would I soft reset for that? I may do a Cyndaquil or Totodile. I'm not sure. It probably wouldn't be Chikorita. Should you hunt for Mudkip on your Sapphire? You should go for it, Terranova. If you are willing to put in like the time and you know you have, like, you think you have the patience, go for it. Just, it's fun. And if you get it, like, the satisfaction is so great just because, you know, you suddenly have this like ridiculously cool Pokemon that you're like, I just got this. Like, it's 1 in 8,000 something odds. Like 1 in 8,192. It's like, you know, just crazy odds of getting this thing. It's super rare. So it's like, look at this. It's a full odds Mudkip. I think that's always fun. Shiny, shiny, find that shiny. I hope I can get it soon, X-Rider. Hopefully we can get it pretty quickly. Diamond and Pearl remakes should have Underground revamped. I would like that, Pokemaster. I would really like that if it did. Because like I said, I think last stream actually, I had completely forgotten about that, like the whole Underground thing, until I picked up Platinum and it was like, oh, you can dig anywhere. I was like, what? And then I dug down. I was like, this, and I suddenly remembered it. I was like, I forgot about this completely. Oh, I'm sorry guys about the yawning. Oh, welcome to the stream, Gabriel. How many episodes have I made trying to find Treecko? I think this is like stream number 23. Currently, I think like if you look at my channel, there's a couple more just because there were like 2 or 3 days where the internet went back. The internet went out slash I counted down there instead of up, so I did it up twice. Like, the internet went down in the middle of the stream, so YouTube, it went down for long enough that YouTube ended the stream. and I had to start a second one. There was one day where I had to like go do something in the middle of the stream. So like those are like part 2s, essentially. But yeah, this has been like 23 days of streaming. We're up to like 60 hours of in-game time, which is kind of crazy. You spent a month a year ago hunting for starters on Fire Red. You got the Charmander on the copy. And on the copy, you played through and got a random encounter Machop shiny. Nice, Terra Nova. That is awesome. I'm actually planning on going for a Charmander on my copy of Leaf Green next. So, hopefully I can get lucky and get some kind of shiny Pokemon throughout the playthrough as well. Have I seen the Magical Chair video by Galactic Elliot? I don't think I have. I've made 23 episodes. Yeah, I think this is like day 23. Can I do live streams more because you love them? So Gabriel, the plan actually is to like this will be my last stream on the like 7 to 10 p.m. schedule. Next, what I'm gonna be doing is changing that to like going from like maybe 5 to 7 or something like that. You know, like move it a little bit earlier so I have time afterwards to do things. Like college related and stuff, as well as it's after classes, obviously. But do like 2-hour streams, but do them like 5 times a week or something. Just, you know, basically keep almost the same number of hours. I think it's basically adding 1 more hour each week. But at the end of the day, like, the streams will be a little bit shorter, but there'll be more chances to like actually watch them. You've watched the first 10 episodes of Dragon Maid. Awesome Pokemon Master. I am glad you like it. Dragon Maid is fantastic. Like, recently it's been hard for me to sit down and just, like, not just anime, but, like, literally anything, even YouTube videos. It's like, just sit down and watch, like, multiple parts of the series at once. Especially when it's something like anime where I have to stay focused on it. Because I can't, like, understand the audio well enough to like actually be enjoying the show and just listening, so I have to be reading subtitles. So it's something I have to like actively decide I'm going to watch anime, and that's what I'm going to do. And if I get distracted, I have to stop. Like I can't just let it play. But Dragon Maid is one of the few shows recently that I've like sat down and watched like 8 episodes straight, and the next day I finished it. Like that's how good I thought Dragon Maid was. I think it is Pokemon Master. Did it get removed or something, or did people call it out? 'Cause I didn't see any issue with it. If you want shiny Registrio, should you hunt in 3rd or 4th gen? I don't know how do you get them in 4th gen? Because 3rd gen, I'd feel like as long as you're not doing it in Emerald, and even if you're doing it in Emerald, you can do Runaways with the Legendary, so it wouldn't be as bad. Hunt them in 4th gen remake. Oh, are there in Heart Gold Soul Silver? Okay, you can probably do it that way. I'd imagine they aren't nearly as like difficult to set up and actually make appear. You can't catch them in Gen 4. Okay. Alright, see you later, man. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again. Unless you have an event Regigigas. Oh, so you can hunt for it, but you just need an event Pokemon? That's kind of dumb. Vincius, welcome to the stream. You can in Platinum, okay. Oh, if you can in Platinum, then I can hunt him there too. Today's guess, 6571. We will see Trevor the Trainer. We should be able to get to that tonight. I think we're actually gonna get to like 6,600 and something. Not quite sure. We'll see how far we get, but I think we will definitely hit that one. You have the event, so that's why you're asked. Ah, that'll do it. Your battery works on your Emerald. Does it help with shinies? On Emerald, it doesn't. Basically, when people mention batteries in Gen 3, and them affecting shiny odds, it means in Ruby and Sapphire, if the battery dies, they act like an Emerald cartridge in terms of finding shinies. Basically, in Emerald, there's a random number that in like every Pokemon game, there's a random number called the seed in the background that's used for the random number generation. And in most games, that number is like random every time you start the game, or it picks up where it left off, like it saves that last random number to start again. But in Emerald, it always starts over at like 0. So it's permanently always going to be the same RNG every time. So that battery in Ruby and Sapphire saves that number. And so if the battery dies, that number is set back to 0 every time, just like Emerald. That's the only thing the battery affects. Emerald, either way works. The only thing is, in Emerald, you're going to have to deal with that battery warning. Or, well, if the battery's dead, you're going to have to deal with a warning every time. Once I do catch him, Shiny Hype Regigigas, okay. Shiny Hype, hopefully Shiny Hype. I hope we can get it pretty soon. That would be fantastic if we got it before 6,500. Like, that would be goal for right now. So if we get it before 6,500, I would be very happy. Is the Shiny Tapu Koko event over? You already have it, but you want your friend to have it. Unfortunately, it did end 2 days ago. It was running from July 14th to August 14th. Yeah, I think it ended either the night of or like the day after my last stream. Like it's either. Oh, excuse me again. Oh, I'm so sorry about like yawning a little bit. Michael Wilson Gaming, thank you for the sub. But yeah, it either ended like the night of my stream on Sunday or Monday. One of the two it ended on, unfortunately. So you cannot get it anymore through legit means. You don't know when it ends? Yeah, it ended, it ran a month, so it ran from July 14th through August 14th. So unfortunately the event is over. I think that means that the Salazzle that you can collect from GameStop is out. Even though Salazzle, like the only thing about it is as a focus band. Frosty Spy 64, Ricardo, thank you for the sub. I probably could have read that Japanese if it stays on screen longer, but I cannot read that quickly. I'll wait for it to like pop up on my preview screen and try to read it in my head and potentially say at least part of it back out. I'm not quite live. What? Shoshon or Jojo? No, that's as much as I got out of it was Jojo. Am I that boy? I'm a boy. Oh, you forgot. What's the average for Shinies and Emerald? You remember correctly? It is in the 8,000s. Yes, it is 8,192. That was the case for full odds in every game up until Gen 6. So before Gen 6, everything had the odds of 1 in 8,192 for base. I realized I just shook the camera, I believe. This desk is too tiny, guys. I'm hitting my knees on it. But, yeah, so that was the odds for everything. And then in Gen 6 and Gen 7, base odds are 1 in 4,096. You return. Welcome back, Bernardo. Glad to see you again. But am I the dat boy? I mean, I'm not a frog on a unicycle, so don't know what to tell you here. The frog suit and unicycle are really just hidden in the closet. Shh. No, he is that boy. Totally not trying to correct you. Excited Malk, welcome to the stream. That boy confirmed. Just because of what I have in my closet, that doesn't mean that I like to ride around like a frog on a unicycle. No, that is a dat boy. But are you the true dat boy? Ah, I am not the master, unfortunately. I'm like second in command. Robbie Maja, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, and Isaias Santos, welcome back to the stream. Luck for me and your Machop shiny continues. Alright. Thank you, Bernardo. I always appreciate the wishes of luck. Hopefully it all ends up helping and we can get this shiny. Your name was Buzzwoods, but you changed it. Okay, alright. Welcome back then. And Hyptic, welcome to the stream. Cristiano Luis, welcome to the stream. And welcome back, Mau Mau. Your dad, bro? What's a dad, bro, Matthew? Has anyone tried to juggle babies while riding a unicycle? I have not. I have not gotten my hands on enough babies to try it yet. Does anyone play Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering? I have not yet. I've considered trying Hearthstone, but like my roommate my freshman year played it a lot. But I never like really even considered getting into it. Like card games aren't really my thing, and then things like Magic the Gathering where it's just like it just feels like a giant black hole that consumes all of your money. Juicy Lemon, am I ever gonna get one? Hopefully soon. Hopefully we can get it quickly here. I really am really excited to move on to some more hunts and like actually do this shiny batch quest. That would be so much fun. Bad, but it's too late. Yeah, I already called you on it. You can't like. You gotta like be able to retract that comment immediately and replace it. Otherwise, it will like eternally be saved on YouTube. How long have I been hunting for Treecko? I've been hunting for almost 2 months now. I think this is like stream number 23 or something. Yeah, it's getting crazy, you know. Technically, we are still lucky if we get it now. Like, the odds are over 1 in 8,000, so if we get it before 8,000, we've beat the odds, basically. So it's still technically luck, but it's just kind of like something where you just don't feel lucky after it takes more than like 200 or something. Every odd Tuesday, you got the circus to juggle chainsaws and ride on unicorns, all while raising your newborn son. Alright, Pokemaster. I see you live an exciting life. Can you help me with more trade evolutions tomorrow? Ah, serious. So I guess everyone kind of helped out with that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I remember pulling my friends like, you guys just get Pokemon back out, please. I need to evolve this thing. I need to evolve this, like, shiny. I need to evolve, you know, these Pokemon for my Pokedex. I need to trade other things. Do I play any other types of games, like FPS or racing games? So, yeah, Pokemon's, like, the game I tend to play the most now. I do play games like Rocket League, GTA 5. What else have I been playing? I mean, I've played a lot, like, on my Switch, which is like, right here. I want to get a capture card so I can get like, footage from this. But, yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Splatoon, Breath of the Wild, Bindings of Isaac, actually. I picked that one up, and I've been really enjoying it on the Switch. So, yeah, I do play a lot of games besides Pokemon. And I think I mentioned FPS. I didn't mention many racing, but I do play, like, Dirt 3 and Dirt Rally and stuff. Like, I really like racing games, too. You only play RPGs and card games. Alright, Pokemaster. Yeah, card games are never really my thing, and it takes certain types of RPGs for me to like. But if I like an RPG, I really like an RPG. But it's just kind of one of those, like, there's a very specific type I like, and anything off the mark, something's off about it in a way that bothers me to the point I can't play it. These squids are typing too fast for you to correct yourself. RIP. Haven't played Terraria, Starbound, or any games like that. I mean, I don't know if it's really a stretch or not, but I played Minecraft before. I used to play Minecraft a good bit. But if you mean like just the 2D type games, not really. They're 2D games I play, but like I haven't played Starbound or Terraria or like Stardew Valley or even Undertale. I've needed to play Undertale for so long, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Good luck. Thank you, Excited Mulp. Will that Treecko ever sparkle? Hopefully soon, King. Hopefully we can get this thing to sparkle soon. Treeckos only sparkle when you chug 3 bottles of water at midnight and then cough up the bottles. Ah, so that's the challenge. You actually have to get the bottles down too, and then back up. Favorite starter on Alola? Definitely Rowlet. Rowlet's like my favorite starter and favorite Pokemon just in general. Yeah, Rowlet is like my favorite starter of all time and favorite Pokemon of all time. I mean, how could you not like that? Come on. Alright, see you later, Pokemaster. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again. You have a Ghastly and a Machop. You forgot to evolve. And you can do battles too. Okay, yeah, if you guys like, I'll have fun with that. I can actually, I can set up something in the Discord probably for people who want to do trades and battles and stuff, so you can like voice chat and like you can do it kind of more in private, so it's not like you're trying to say things, so there's a bunch of other people talking or something like that. So I can try setting like voice chats up for trades and stuff too. All right, see you later. I guess some people are leaving. To everyone that is leaving, I know Pokemaster's going. I don't know if people are saying bye to him or saying that they're leaving as well. You love Rowlet too? Awesome, King. Yeah, Rowlet's like favorite Pokemon. Alright, see you later, Excited Mall. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Rowlet is your favorite 7th gen starter. Awesome. Yeah, I am glad to see some Rowlet love in the chat, guys. I know, it's just like an adorable little, like, ball of bird. Especially, like, when you see it in battle and it, like, turns its head around. And its animation for Astonish was the best, which is, like, hops backwards and then spins around real quick. That was, like, seeing that for the first time, like, made me burst out laughing. Who would I do a Let's Play... Or, would I do a Let's Play... I thought I saw who in front of that. Would I do a Let's Play after the Shiny Hunt, like, Black and White? So... After the Shiny Hunt, I think you're talking about after the Badge Quest, maybe? Because that's going to be, like, kind of a hybrid Let's Play / streaming thing. I'm considering doing, like, a randomizer or something, because if I did, like, an actual playthrough of a game, I'd want to do it on the legit cartridge. But if it's going to be, like, a randomizer, I might be able to even find, like, Citra and some kind of Sun-Moon randomizer. And that way we can do, like, a bunch of other things that aren't just, streams like that'd be kind of fun, and I want to start doing some stuff like that now that I'm in college and I'm moved in, so things are a bit less hectic, kind of, you know. This was like this past week the schedule was so messed up because, you know, job ended, I had to start packing, I had to move, all this stuff. But now that I'm like in a place, I can start actually focusing on doing more things like actual pre-recorded videos and getting some kind of setup for that. So that is something I have considered, and so I probably won't do like a vanilla Let's Play of anything soon, aside from like Game Boy games, just because I don't have a way to play on legit cartridges and capture it yet. But you'll probably see some newer gens being randomized and nuzlocked soon, I would say. You hope that I'll choose Snivy? I'd probably choose Snivy, honestly. That's like, it'd either be Oshawott or Snivy, honestly, and Snivy's way better in my opinion. Have I seen the meme where Rowlet turns his head and everything explode? That one is really good. I haven't seen it. Your favorite Alolan starter is Poplio. Alright, yeah, fair enough. My girlfriend reset her game like almost 20 times trying to get a female one before she would start. Like, you know, 1 in 8 odds just did not go in her favor at all. Hopefully that's not the kind of luck we end up with on this hunt, because that would end up being like so if we end up going to like 20,000 soft resets, we may consider switching up for a little bit and doing some Charmander. I better get it this time. I hope so. We better get it, Ryan. I'm excited to move on to some other hunts, you know, be able to actually do, like, the Shiny Badge quest I've intended with Emerald for so long, to be able to do, like, a Leaf Green hunt I've wanted to do for so long. So things are gonna start happening soon, I think, you know, with or without the Treecko. Because before I was saying, like, the benchmark was, we're gonna get Treecko before I do anything else, you know, get my footing, do this one hunt, not, like, overload myself, but we've been going for almost 2 months. It's time to start doing some other things. So, like, maybe not this week or next, because next week's the first week of classes, but, you know, soon, I would say, soon, there will probably be some more types of content coming to the channel. Do I like CSGO or that kind of game? I don't play it, like, seriously, but when my friends and I, like, hang out online and stuff, we can play CSGO and have fun laughing at how bad we are at the game, you know? Like, that's the kind of play I have with CSGO. It's not really as serious. I play, like, Call of Duty as well, but, like, none of them, I don't really play any of them as seriously as I used to. Like, I used to be, like, really into Black Ops and playing a lot of Black Ops 2 and stuff on my Xbox, but since moving to, like, PC, I found other games to be serious with, things like Rocket League, and then when I just kind of want to mess around, I'll, like, pull up Black Ops 3 or something and play that or play CSGO for a while with everything kind of muted except friends and just messing around. Like, I really, you know, don't care how my KD is. I don't care if I win or lose. I just want to have fun. Like, that's how I play those games, and they're still enjoyable. It's just I don't play them to, like, the extent that a lot of people do. You don't understand why Poplio has many memes. It feels like Poplio or Legend 20... Okay. Poplio is the mastermind behind the Legend 27. This time there are fewer people than some streams ago. Yeah, Oscar, that kind of happens. I've noticed that for a while the streams were pretty consistent, and then like they kind of started to peter out. And then I added that thumbnail, just like because I've been meaning to add a thumbnail, and I had just finished work, so I had time to make one. And I added that, and suddenly that stream was viewed like twice as much. Like, it had twice as many views as my next highest stream. And it's kind of slowly been going down from there, which is, you know, what I expected. Like, people who were either subs or new people saw that for the first time, and they came in. But I can kind of see where it happens because people are like, oh, let's watch this guy get a Treecko, and then they're like, this guy is still hunting for the Treecko. And they're just, it's probably a lot of people got bored with it and are waiting for something else, which is kind of why I want this. This is part of why I want it to happen, is I want, you know, people to be excited again. You know, because a lot of people just kind of tune in to go, oh man, it's still going, and yeah, that's fine, you know, you're tuned in, you're still, like, interested. But, like, a lot of people just kind of like, he's still going for that thing? Like, it's been 2 months now. Like, there are probably subs I had from forever ago who are just like, Ian, come on, catch it, move on. But yeah, that's just kind of what happens, is, you know, slowly the interest kind of peters. Hopefully, like, as we get into more active hunts, it kind of keeps up a bit more. That's the hope, and that is the goal. If I picked Mudkip or Torchic by accident and they were shiny, would I still reset? I would not. Honestly, at this... Early on, I was kind of like, maybe. But now I'm like, no, I just take it. I don't want to sit through even more. It's not that I'm, like, sick of the hunt necessarily, it's just... I'm not picky at this point. I'll take any of them, and even like I said back then, why I would, like, keep it is, you know... It's basically like the story of, I spent, you know, 2 months hunting for this Treecko, like 3 times a week, constantly on stream. We got like 6,500 soft resets, and then I accidentally misclicked and got Torchic, and it was shiny. You know, that's kind of more of a like laugh, and it's kind of funny, and it adds more to the Pokemon in a way. It'd be even better if someone had like guessed and nicknamed it like Gecko or something like Treecko related on that encounter. Because I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna still name it that, so it's gonna be like Gecko the Torchic. It's a spirit model that doesn't last 20 episodes. You're talking about, like, the views, yeah. I mean, that's what I expect. You know, 23 streams straight of Treecko. It's really just going to be the people who are more in it for, like, talking and stuff than it is going to be, like... It's like, because it's always the same people in chat. Like, I don't see any fewer people talking in chat. It's all the same guys. You know, you're all still here. It's all this... Like, the main people are still here. It's just going to be, like... You know, a lot of people either, like, people have already left for the night, that kind of thing, plus, like, Yeah, there are people who just like watched before who aren't gonna tune in again until they see like a different thumbnail for a different hunt or something. And I get that. If I spent this much time hunting, it won't stop so easily. And I'm still below odds. Yeah, exactly, Oscar. Like, I'm still below odds. I'm not gonna give up on this hunt at any time. I'm just saying, like, if I get like a shiny of a different kind, it's still a successful hunt. It's just, funnily enough, not a hunt for... It's just, funnily enough, I didn't end up hunting for the Treecko. 65 is the number, don't forget. I won't forget, Bernardo. Yeah, we'll get to that one. Because we're only about halfway through the stream right now. Welcome back, Leafblade. Give you the luck of the level 100 Magikarp you found this morning. Thank you, Ryan Palmer. Do I like Fifth Harmony? I don't think I've heard of them. Let's hope this Treecko shows up soon. 64.56 is insane. It really is insane, Dragonfire. Like, at this point, could it just appear as a shiny? That would be very appreciated if this lizard would shine for us, like, any time now. May your luck flow through my veins. Thank you, King Ansema. Like, if we could get this, if I could have everyone's collective luck, we could get this Treecko by the end of the night. Almost impossible Pokemon to shiny hunt. Probably something like this in Emerald where you're soft resetting for it. Other than that, probably a lot of things are SOS chained that can only show up through SOS chains. So things like Marini and I guess you know you can still breed for them. It depends. It really depends on how you're hunting for it. Like if you leave out events, obviously, and if you leave out breeding, then I would imagine it'd be things like Marini, even like Kangaskhan, Sableye, like the ones that only show up when something else calls for it. Because then you have to have like the 1 in 5 odds that it's that Pokemon, plus the odds that it's shiny. So it's essentially like catching 5 shinies to get a Marini. You're shocked that I've never heard of Fifth Harmony? I mean, I feel like I've heard of that, but I can't remember anything about it. What did you say it was? They even had increased odds in Gen 6. What did you say it was? Oh, you're saying Shiny Munchlax in Gen 4 by Honeytree. Oh, okay, so it's like... That's why you're saying that? Okay, I just went off what like I know, and I know SOS Shiny more than anything. Friend Safari chance is 1 in 500. Yeah, Friend Safari is like super good for getting shinies. Is that with or without the shiny? I think that's with the shiny charm though, which is still good. Primarina's hidden ability is broken. I'm gonna read you a message before that. Primarina, in your opinion, is the strongest because of the Choice Scarf. With bulky stats, or with choice specs and fast stats, with max special and speed. You're talking like competitive stuff. Okay, yeah. I mean, like I always say, I'm in it for the aesthetics more than anything. I like Pokemon that look cool and cute, and as the Alolamon puts it, cool and cute. Alright, Matthew, I'll have to check them out. Oh, the Mana... yeah, Manaphy specifically would be the hardest to hunt. Because what, you have to like... I recently saw a video on how to do it, because you can't hunt it in the game that you bring it into. Because if you bring it into that game, yeah, that's where I was like thinking, like, there's been a shiny lock before. It's like, Manaphy is shiny locked in the game that in the save that you actually generate the egg in. Which is so... That's just so mean, in my opinion. Like, you know, you can't even hunt for it in the own game you got it in. You have to, like, hatch it in one, restart the other, hatch it in that. You have to have, like, 2 cartridges, and just constantly be flipping back and forth, pushing the eggs between them. That one's ridiculous. And it's for a full odds hunt, too. You have a shiny mana if you're ready? Nice, Jacob. That's actually really cool. Alright, see you in a bit, King. Duck SDR, you're guessing 10,000. I'm hoping we don't get that far, but if we do, if it happens, it happens. I hope we get it before then. I hope we can beat the odds with this. Back to back, shiny Spindo with save pattern. Yeah, that's a. I don't think that's even ever happened. Who agrees Tapping Mine needs more love? It probably does. I haven't played Gen 5, so I don't have as much of an opinion on it, but... Or is it... Am I thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking right. Yeah, I was, like, trying to make sure I didn't say it. It was, like, say Gen 5 and it was Gen 6, but it is Gen 5. Like, double-checking in my head. But yeah, it's like... I don't know. I don't hear as much about it in terms of, like, good things. I guess it could use more, but... I don't have an opinion, because I haven't played it. Teddy PT, welcome to the stream. Oh, before 6th gen, yeah. Before 6th gen, when you go 1 in 8,100 instead of 4,000. Make a series after I catch the shiny Treecko. That is the plan, Bernardo. Is to take that Treecko and use it as like my starter in a shiny badge quest, and that's gonna become like it's gonna be a weird hybrid of streaming and releasing like Let's Plays. Because as soon as I finish the hunt with the Treecko, I can record the like Let's Play of of hunting or of doing like the actual fighting and all the battling in the story, and then once I get up to the gym before Roxanne, I'll be like, all right, well that's the end of like these Let's Plays for now. Now we're back to shiny hunting for X Pokemon. And then do that for like each gym. Potentially a few more things depending on what I want to include in my like badge quest essentially. But at least the gyms, and that'll be like a series / streaming thing where basically an episode, potentially 2 depending on how long it takes, happen between each stream, and then those streams happen again, which once we get the Treecko, the hunts will not take nearly as long. We will be much more likely to get shinies quickly. And from there, it'll be a lot easier to kind of judge where we need to, like what timing is and what Pokemon we can get and stuff like that. So, like I said, once we get to, I'm trying to think of my, yeah, once we get this Treecko, there'll be a series with it, and the hunts for that series will take much less time, like a significantly shorter period of time to hunt. Like we'll probably be doing 1 or 2, or maybe if we're really unlucky, 3 streams to get the like next Pokemon, and then I record the next video. Like that's the kind of thing that I'm hoping we get to. But you know, it's gonna be a matter of when we get this Treecko, when that happens. Which is why I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing like actual other series alongside this. You know, so there's a bit more stuff to be interested in. Alright, thank you, Gerardo. I appreciate the wish of luck. I'm hoping we get it soon. I really want to get it before, if we get it before, like I said, 6,500, or if we get it before, 7,000. That's, like, if it's not in the next, it's not in the next 30 here, I'd like to get it in the next 500. Like, that'd be a goal, is just, this stream or the next, be done, be able to move on and do some more, like, fun hunts. Does Samurott have a hidden ability? I think every Pokemon after Gen 5 or 6 has a hidden ability. Savage Zekrom, thank you for the sub. Yeah, so I'm gonna risk jinxing it here, but it looks like the internet has been a lot better recently. We have about double the amount of time we were streaming before any like it's now down to like 0.8% of the frames have been dropped as opposed to like 1.5, so we have basically gone like probably like 40 minutes or so without it buffering. So hopefully that holds up for the next hour and a half. Your friend Ramon found 4 shiny Murkrows in 1 encounter. That's crazy, you know. I've seen the people who get so lucky and get like 2 in an encounter, like in a horde encounter. But if you can get more than that, that's just like go buy lottery tickets right now. Like, or actually don't buy any lottery tickets because you have used all of your luck for the rest of your life up in that one moment. Damian Little, welcome to the stream. Alright, see you in a bit, Jacob. I'm running out of water. This cup is a lot smaller than it looks. This is like insulated, so like there's probably about a 1/4 inch on each side that's just like not able to hold anything. When will I do the next stream? Now it'll probably actually be tomorrow. I'm thinking about moving up to like 5 days a week instead of 3, but the streams will be, for you I think it actually will be good, like because you're always talking about how late you're up. It'll be a little bit earlier and they'll be a little bit shorter, but they'll happen like 5 times a week instead of 3. You know what really jimmies your pickles is when one side of your headphones stops working. I always have those moments where I think that's what happened, but it's like whoever's doing the audio for the video put it all to one channel. Like they put it all to like the left speaker or something, and then it's like it doesn't feel like the headphones break to me. It feels like my ears mess up. Like it feels like I'm suddenly deaf in one ear. You found 2 shiny Bellsprouts and 1 horde in your Y version not too long ago. Nice, X-Rider. That's always kind of cool, but it's also kind of stinks because it means you have to kill a shiny. Like you have to knock a shiny out. You can't catch both of them. Welcome back, King. Would I try to set up the Cute Charm glitch? And if so, would I try it completely legit, the really time-consuming way, or somewhat illegitimate way? I'd probably try to do it the legit way. That's kind of part of like how I try to do things. I really like doing it legit. If it's a glitch, but it's a glitch that you can kind of like, it's a glitch like that where it's not technically exploiting and giving you content that you're not supposed to have. It's different than like the Pomade glitch, which is so busted that it lets you do whatever you want. But like a glitch like that, you know, I'd try it. And if I can do it the legit way, then I'll count anything I get with it. Is a shiny starter really that important? When you're trying to do a shiny badge quest, yes. That is the entire point of it. And I'm a shiny hunter, so to me catching the to me it being shiny is more important than anything. It doesn't matter what its stats are, it doesn't matter if it has like Pokerus, nothing matters except that it is a different color. What is my favorite legendary bird? Yours is Articuno, mine is Zapdos. Imagine the Wild Zigzagoon appears shiny. I mean, Bernardo, it could happen. Gen 3, they were not shiny locked. Gen 6 they are. But yeah, Gen 3 they weren't. But it's actually a good thing with Emerald, because Emerald has some messed up RNG. So if we get a shiny Zigzagoon, it's basically a really good sign that we'll get a shiny Treecko. And Celitol, thank you for the sub. Yeah, those things, yeah, like I've always seen those, I'm like, that's really cool, but then it's like, that also just kind of feels like it hurts inside a little bit. It's like you have to hit one of them and you have to knock one out. You once killed a shiny Geodude with your Piplup. Oh no, that stinks. Excited Mulk, thank you for the song. Yeah, like, I'm always so nervous, especially when, like, I'd be so nervous if I actually ran into a shiny in the middle of a normal playthrough where I don't have False Swipe. Because, I, like, over-leveled to the point that I start one-hit KOing everything, no matter if the moves are effective or if they're, like, not effective at all. As long as the move can do damage, it gets to the point where I can eventually KO them with it. So like, I basically am hoping for False Swipe at that point, and if I don't get it and I see a shiny, it is more beneficial to me to just chuck Pokeballs at it all day long at full health than anything else. But that's not like me saying, it always stinks and like there's no way to do it. It's just that's I play in such a way that it doesn't work out unless I do it like that. I hope I get it at 6-6-6-6. It'd be a little weird if we did, but I'd take it. Gotta go. It's 3 a.m. See you later, Mau Mau. Thank you for tuning in the stream. I hope to see you tomorrow. Like I said, I will be streaming earlier tomorrow, so don't have to be up at 3:30 in the morning. You got a Samsung Galaxy. I'm assuming you meant, is it S7 or J7? Oh, J7 Prime. So maybe that is a phone. I don't know. I only know the S line. I know they make other ones. J7 Prime. I'd say you love it. That's good. That's what the good Lucario the shiny went to. I used to have a Note 3. Actually, used to have. It's sitting right here because I had to take the SD card out of it for my Switch. But yeah, I liked it when I had it. My only issue was especially back then, Samsung put a lot of like their own software and kind of like extra stuff on top of the phone, like on top of Android, and it made it where the phone ran like a average phone, even though it had components in it that had higher specs than one of my laptops. Like 3 gigs of RAM, quad-core processor, all this stuff in it. And then it took forever to load the text messaging app. And it was just because of how much stuff is in a Samsung phone. They fixed it a lot, but I've still just gone to a stock Android with the Pixel. The shiny Pancham, you found a new circle throw, and it used it and missed. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm always really nervous. There's a reason I use Decidueye as my main Pokemon for hunting over Smeargle now, and it's because occasionally a Pokemon may know a move that can recoil, but it doesn't recoil if it doesn't affect the Ghost type, so that's always good where it's like use Takedown or something, and it doesn't hurt itself because it missed, because that's how that works, When you hit the ground with another Pokemon, it hurts, but if you hit the ground just by yourself with no padding, it doesn't hurt. That's logic. Chris Trudeau writing the alphabet. Braxius Flame, what would I say if I got a shiny Treecko and then the first wild encounter with Pokeballs is shiny? I would be very happy. I'm not sure how I would count that in the badge quest or not, but I would be very happy. The game rewarding me for my patience like that, like, thank you. But yeah, so I mean that is kind of likely because I will essentially like shut off the game pretty close to then. And when I turn it back on, I'll have an early shiny frame. But it probably won't be that early, just depending on when I save. But it may be like early enough that I accidentally just walk in the grass and find one after turning on the game. Man, that would be really cool if I got one. Because that would mean I have like another really early shiny frame. I would probably freak out. What games do I play on my Switch? You love Splatoon, so much fun. So right now, the only 4 games I have are Splatoon 2, Breath of the Wild, Bindings of Isaac, and Mario Kart. And, oh man, I never played the original Splatoon because I didn't have a Wii U. But I love Splatoon 2 so much. Like, I haven't played too much. I need to play a lot more, and I'm planning on playing a lot more. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played too much. So I've had the game for, how long has it been now? Probably like 3-4 weeks, and I just got to level 10, so I've been playing a lot of. I played my first like 5 or 6 ranked matches, and that's kind of what I did on the Switch today. I haven't done much else. I played a lot of Bindings of Isaac earlier though. If a Pokemon knows high jump kick and it can crash. It can crash if it's a ghost type. Really? Okay. It's like good to see when moves do that in a way, but you know, things like takedown and stuff, things that do recoil damage only when they hit, it's kind of weird. Like, I guess, you know, if they're just like pile driving at the Pokemon, they're like headbutting it essentially, it'll only hurt them if they hit it. But like, it feels like moves where it's almost like they jump and are supposed to like take down, that they would hurt themselves when they try to hit a ghost type and go right through them into the ground. Like, I feel like that would almost be something to cause more recoil. But I don't know, I'm not going to complain because as a shiny hunter that likes to lead Pokemon, oh, excuse me, at 1 HP with False Swipe, it is good to know that they won't hurt themselves. What level are you? You're 12. I am 10 still. I'm still level 10. Like, I just got there today. You want to get a Switch just so you can play Pokken Tournament? I'm considering getting it. I knew I was going to get a Switch. Like, I'd almost considered going out and impulse buying it, like, the first night, if there had been any available. But I don't, honestly, there probably weren't many. And yeah, so I wanted to get one. I've wanted to get one, but what finally pushed me over the edge to get one was them officially announcing that Pokemon would be coming to the Switch soon. And by soon, I mean, like, years now, years away, and Rocket League coming to the Switch. As soon as they're like, oh yeah, Rocket League's coming to the Switch, I was like, instantly hitting up GameStops regularly and every electronics store nearby, trying to see if they had any Switches on the shelves, until one day I worked from home because I needed to go buy some tools and work on my car some. And so during my lunch break, I ran over to the store, picked up tools, and there was a GameStop right down, like, in the same parking lot. So I walked over there, walked in, and started talking to the dude, and like jokingly mentioned the Switch. He's like, "We can order one for you like right now." And I was like, well, "Let's do this." Like, I had gone in there to purchase like Pokemon X and talk with him, and I had already rung up X. He got a phone call. This dude was asking him like about a PlayStation, like that already the second time since I had walked into the store. The dude called, so he's like kind of like, "This kid keeps calling asking if we have a PlayStation." I just clicked it twice. Like, he keeps calling and asking if we have a PlayStation. Like, it's kind of changed. I was like, haha, you probably like a lot about the Switch. And he's just like, you know, we do have some bundles you could order like right now and they get to you in like a week. I was like, okay. And I already had Pokemon in my hand and the receipt. I had already purchased it, and then I just bought a Switch as well. So I like walked out. I was like, yes. Then like a week and a half later, it showed up, and it was a good day. It was a very good day when it showed up. Best Pokemon game, in my opinion. That's a tough one. It's either going to end up being Gen 3 or Gen 7, just in terms of the generation. Because, like, Gen 3 games are my OG games. They're, like, the ones I remember from when I was a little kid. They're the first ones I ever got. Fire Red was my first game. Like, that same Christmas I got Sapphire and Emerald. It's like, Gen 3 is, like, my gen of games. But I have so much time in Sun, and I love the story so much. Rowlet's in those games. I have 850 hours in those games because of shiny hunting. Like, I almost have to say Sun and Moon just because of that. But it's definitely between Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and Sun and Moon for me. What's up? You're back. Welcome back, Liz Games. I am glad you're able to stop by. Not much. We are still hunting for the Treecko, and we haven't seen a shiny yet, so we still have to reset the save every 50 encounters. You sold your Wii U to get a Switch bundle? Okay, yeah. I never got a Wii U. I kind of wanted one. I wanted one specifically for Mario Kart. Like, that's like the main reason I wanted it, was Mario Kart 8. So, when it was like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch, I was like, there's another reason to buy the Switch. But, like, that was also, I was also thinking that at, like, release day, when it was still going to be a month until Mario Kart came out for it. Do I have games on my phone? I have a couple. They aren't, like, the normal... They aren't like mobile games like Clash of Clans or anything. They're rhythm games like Love Live and Idolmaster and all that. Like, more weeb type games, to be completely honest. Yeah, but mostly like rhythm games and stuff. Aside from that, on my phone, I use like Reddit and YouTube more than anything. I should start a Pokemon Let's Play you'd watch. Hyped, that is, like I've said before, this is kind of the plan with this, is to be like a hybrid Let's Play type deal, where I stream all the shiny hunts, and then I'm doing a shiny badge quest, so there's going to be a bunch of hunts throughout the game. But then I'm going to like pre-record and do a Let's Play type deal with the actual story. But I've actually kind of considered and now that I'm moved into college and stuff, so I don't have like all this stuff looming over my head. And Kaio Santos, thank you for the sub. So like I have a bit more time to do these things. I'm considering like getting an emulator and doing some kind of randomizer, either just randomizer or randomizer Nuzlocke, you know, something to have fun with. Who is my favorite starter out of all the games? Rowlet. 100% Rowlet. You'd watch Let's Play? It's good to hear that you guys actually are actually interested in that. So I'm gonna get working on that pretty soon then. You play Pokemon ROM hacks on your Android. Awesome! I had for a while I had a like unhacked Fire Red ROM on my iPhone like several years ago, probably like 4 or 5 years ago now. And that was like really when I started getting back into Pokemon, because I didn't play it all in middle school, and I played like literally playing it on my phone was the only thing I did in high school. Are we back, guys? I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna wait and see if the stream comes back. It looks like it will. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. So, are we back now? I hope we're back. I feel so bad about this. I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah, so it looks like it's coming back. It looks like it's back now. I'm sorry about like the delay and me trying to figure that out, but and as I say that, it says the stream just kind of got bad again. I'm not sure. I need to figure out this internet, guys. That's awesome, Chef. I just walked into a wall. I'm reading the chat and not paying attention to where I'm walking. It did it again? I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I need to figure out this internet situation quick. I'm probably gonna, that's like the next thing for me to mess with tonight, is trying to see if I can get away with running coax instead of running Ethernet. We're gonna have to figure this out. It's working now, and I'm lagging. Am I lagging? I hope not. I know, if you mean like behind on the chat, that's been a thing. Like, I'm always behind on chat. Just because the stream itself is behind. So I see chat as it pops up. I'm responding to it as it comes up. But if it's lagging, I apologize a lot. I've been having some internet issues all day, and I was hoping that they would kind of fix themselves by now. So I'm supposed to have like 50 megabytes down and 25 up, which is like insane. Like, that's really good. That's more than I need. I need 2.5 megabytes up. That is all I need for the stream to work right, and it's still cutting out. Purple Fire, welcome to the stream. Espeon is the best Pokemon. Espeon is a good Pokemon. I prefer Umbreon in terms of evolutions, personally, and I will have to argue and say Rowlet is the best Pokemon. Oh, and it looks like I keep getting dropped frames, guys. I don't know how to deal with this. If it keeps going, I may just end the stream an hour early. I'm not sure what there is to say about it. I don't want to keep going and have it cut every 10 minutes. I was lagging, but I'm back. Just let me know what I need to do. Use my neighbor's Wi-Fi. Oh, Oscar, if only it worked that way. All of my neighbors are on the same Wi-Fi. That's the problem. And what internet do I use? So I'll just kind of answer it the same. Basically, I'm using like my apartment complex's internet right now. Like, they have Wi-Fi throughout the whole complex, so like all the different buildings have routers in them, but everyone's on them. So, you know, not only is like my phone and my laptop and my Switch and my DS and all of my stuff be on it, but everyone else's stuff is on it too. So it kind of like slows itself down, unfortunately. I was having issues earlier where I just wasn't even getting internet. So hopefully we're avoiding that at least. I'm able to stream some. What program am I using for the stream? So for the stream, I am using OBS, like Open Broadcast Software, and to capture like actual footage of my Pokemon game, I am using a GameCube with a Game Boy player attachment, so I can plug cartridges in, and then I have a little composite to USB capture card that I'm running into my computer. I'll never do. I hope I can do it though, Declan. I hope we get this thing. You gotta just be positive about it. Have I tried to lower the bitrate? The bitrate is actually set like really close to the lower limits for YouTube. The thing is, the bitrate is at like what is it now? I think I have the bitrate set to max out at like 5,000 or something, and the bitrate is at. It keeps dropping now. I'm literally staring at it and watching it drop. But it says it's good when it's above like 24,000 kilobytes per second. Or kilobits per second. Which is, it's not too bad. And I like it to stay that way. But it keeps dipping to like 1100 kilobits per second. Like we're not, like the stream just doesn't look good at that kind of range, unfortunately. So I think I'm just gonna say that unfortunately we're gonna have to end the stream an hour early tonight, guys. I guess this will be the start of the 2 hours then. Sorry that it happened on like a night that it wasn't announced. But I don't know, the internet seems to be being like really fussy right now, and it's already like in the past like 10 minutes it's dropped as many frames as it dropped the entire rest of the stream. Yeah, I think I should lower the bitrate. It's not that. It's the actual connection to the internet is bad. Like Queen said, it's like the internet itself is just like I have issues loading web pages on this internet right now. Like I really need to figure this stuff out quick. All right, see you later, Oscar. Hope to see you again tomorrow. What has finger no bones or skin? What is it? I don't know. Don't leave me. I'll be back tomorrow, though. Is okay now? I don't know. Alright, guys, so I know I said, like, it'll end in, like, 10 minutes, but if I see no drops, like, no drops to the point of frames dropping for the next, like, 7 minutes, if we don't see any frames drop before 9 o'clock, I'll keep going. But if we if we have more issues, then we'll have had, like, the stream's already dropped twice for the night. Thankfully, it's caught itself and come back up. But if it drops a third time for the night and it drops like 2 times in a matter of 10 minutes, then I think it's going to be time that I go and resolve this issue before we stream again. But if it's okay right now, and if it stays okay, I'll keep going. Because I really do want to go for the 3 hours. I just don't want to end up like saying I'm going to go for 3 hours and then spend 45 minutes of that trying to deal with it not working. And the bad part about this is it seems like it's only my computer. Like, I know the internet itself has been pretty slow, but my computer is the only thing that's been, like, wavering and, like, going from, like, not great to awful. Like, my phone's been not great the whole time, but, like, my desktop's the only thing that's, like, actually just been, like, nope, like, 3 times now. But guys, during all that fiasco, we passed 6,500, so this is still just, it keeps going and going and going. Hopefully we can get in if we can get in the next 500, I will be very happy. So if we get it tonight or tomorrow, I will be a very happy camper. But everything still looks good on you guys' end, right? Like it hasn't been dropping or anything. You seriously don't have the patience to shiny hunt. You're so impatient. I get you, Ice Master. I get you. I used to be that way. Like, there was always this times like, I'm gonna like soft reset for a shiny starter when I was like, before I started like actually shiny hunting. And I'd do it like 10 times and be like, this takes a long time. And I'd just stop and would not pick it back up. Do I have any pets? Not with me. Like, I don't have any at college right now in the apartment. But at home we have, like at home my family has 2 dogs. You're Brazilian and you would like to know what time it is in my city right now. So I live on the east coast of the U.S. and it is currently 8:56 p.m. So almost 9 o'clock at night. Just go for 65, 56. We'll see, Oscar. I know we'll get there. We have like, if we keep going and we don't see a drop here in the next like 3 minutes, yeah, I'll keep going. If we can get there, we can get there. I think if there are no more technical issues and we go for the 3 hours, we can get to about 6,600, I believe. Why Treecko? Why not Mudkip or Torchic? Personally, I like Treecko better. Like, it's my favorite of the 3. Next, it goes like Treecko, Mudkip, Torchic. And Mudkip has the issue of being destroyed by your rival. So, personally, I prefer taking Treecko, so I know that even though I get careless and way over level, I don't run into an issue where I get screwed over by my rival being 4 times type effective to me. Cosme, welcome to the stream. Shuppet evolves into Banette, right? I believe so, Ryan. I believe so. After I talked about finishing the stream, there have been no frame drops. So it's a trick. So not to trick threaten to finishing the stream. There we go. Yeah, I had to say that we're gonna end. I had to threaten the stream basically. You know, like hard threat. Like if you stop working, we're just gonna turn it off. There's no. I don't like your attitude, Mister. I gotta give the stream some punishment. Make sure it knows to not act up anymore. So yeah, I mean, like I said, as long as like if it kept dipping, then I would have given up. But if it's been pretty consistent, so I'm gonna let it go. But if I see any kind of dips, then I'm probably gonna be like, if there are any dips where the stream quality starts like being noticeably worse, I'll consider just kind of ending it for the night where it is. But we're good right now. With your luck, you'd probably get an uncatchable shiny Poochyena and Ruby or Sapphire. Those would be so frustrating. That is one of the few reasons I am glad I'm not hunting a Ruby and Sapphire. Is, hey, you know, at least if I get an uncatchable shiny, there's like a silver lining to it, you know? You love Treecko, but Mudkip is your favorite. Fair enough. Mudkip was originally my favorite, but it was a very close race between Mudkip and Treecko until I like really learned about type effectiveness, and I was like, okay, Treecko is by far the better choice. Threatened to take away its cookies. Yeah, the stream cannot have any cookies if it doesn't behave. The Zigzagoon gonna be shiny, and I'm gonna rage quit. Well, Hyptic, it's actually gonna be like an exciting moment still in Emerald because it means I'm really close to getting a shiny Treecko. Like if I get that, then I'm within a stream of getting the Treecko. It's going to be a matter of like being really diligent with my timing, and by within a stream I mean like the only reason it wouldn't be the same stream is I'd have to like double check my timing on things by looking back at the old one. But as soon as I knew my timing, I'd like get a Treecko within an hour and a half max. After the streams end, if there's been some frame drops, are they capturing the video afterwards? I think so, Oscar, because basically what happens is the stream, YouTube captures what's streamed to it, and it gives that to you guys. So if it happens on your end, then it's an issue. But if it happens on my end, like, if it happens on my end, then YouTube never gets the footage that's dropped. So, like, if you guys see buffering, but it, like, if one person out there sees buffering, that's just normal, like, their internet's kind of bad, and YouTube didn't get that. But imagine, basically, all of YouTube is buffering with my video, essentially, is what happens. So if it gets sent to YouTube and YouTube only gets, like, a fuzzy version, that's all YouTube has. It can't, like, ask me again for it without me giving it to it. And I don't record these streams, like, I don't record the streams as well as streaming. They basically just get pushed directly to YouTube, and YouTube has the only copy. So any, like, fuzziness or drop frames, unfortunately, that shows up in the video. Alright, see you in a bit, Ryan. Oh, you're already back. Okay. How would that mean I'm close to a shiny Treecko? So, it's only true in Emerald or Ruby Sapphire with dead batteries, where the RNG engine is broken, so it is no longer random, and when you get like a shiny at a certain time interval on a save, you will always get a shiny at that interval on the save. So like, you know, basically you count by frames, and a frame is a 60th of a second. So if you get a shiny on frame, I don't know, let's say 370, so like just over 6 seconds in, you will always be able to get a shiny on frame 370. So as long as the Pokemon appears in that specific frame, then it goes fine. Like, then it'll appear shiny. So Zigzagoon appearing shiny just means that, like, the timing's off for getting Treecko, and you just gotta start fiddling with the buttons. What am I playing this on? I am playing this on a GameCube with the Game Boy Player attachment, so I have, like, a cartridge fed into it. And so it's a legit Emerald cartridge, and I'm just outputting that through composite to USB. And yeah, Gaming Will, I am still hunting. Oh, welcome to the stream, Aiden Reyes. Almost shows Torchic there. Imagine if I had chosen Torchic and it was shiny. Honestly, I'd be super excited still, and I'd probably just laugh. Like, what are you gonna do? It's more just like, well, I misclicked and I got a different shiny than I wanted, but it's still a shiny, so I'm not gonna complain. Even if you get the shiny frame, it's really hard to hit the frame again. Yeah, like, it's definitely really hard to hit the frame again, but at least you know the frame's there. Because technically, like, when you're hunting an Emerald, you could just not be able to catch a shiny with that. You just might not be able to soft reset for a shiny with a certain save. So you have to do is you just have to, like, fidget with timing for a while. That's why I say, like, it'll take me, like, an hour to possibly, like, an entire stream to get the Treecko, even knowing exactly when that shiny frame is. You've noticed major frame drops from Thursday nights at 10, and the stream doesn't work until that Saturday at 7. What do you mean? Like, the streams, like, go down for a while on YouTube? I know, like, when the stream ends, I know when the stream ends, like, it goes offline for a little bit, and YouTube reprocesses it and uploads it. But I don't think that changes anything. Like, I don't think it stays offline until Saturday. Like, I know when it goes back up because, like, I can see the studio. Ow. I feel dumb. I get the joke now. I get it. I'm dumb. Horde battles are so OP. You gotta try air after like the 4th horde. Nice! Yeah, you can't like, yeah, the stats are chosen as soon as like you go into this menu here, but like I don't think he means like if that Torchic could have been shiny, but I missed it. I think he means like if that encounter was the shiny one and I hit the Torchic on accident. Like the Torchic just ended up being shiny, independent of the Treecko having not been shiny. You can still find random shinies in number 1. Yes, Ryan, you can. The only thing you can't do is like soft reset for him, because that resets that clock in the RNG. But if you're just walking around, it's just as likely to run into a shiny as it is in any other game. Oh, and you were talking about the horde battles part? Yeah, no. No, it was... I figured he was talking about Oris there. Alright, see you later, Jacob Reyes. What other shinies have I found? So I haven't found any other shinies on a stream. This is the first time I've like actually streamed for anything. But I do have about 90 to 95 in my copy of Sun. There's various Pokemon in the games that I've like shiny hunted for. Because my goal in that one is to get a shiny living Pokedex. So, you know, one of every single Pokemon sitting in a PC or Pokebank at the same time. And so I've been working on that slowly. I'm a little less than a third of the way through, essentially. Send out Treecko by pressing the button with your nose for luck. What? Like that? We'll see. It did not help, unfortunately. Zach Morales, welcome to the stream. How's the quality looking for you guys right now? Because I am starting to notice a few like dips in my bitrate, but if like it's not actually killing the stream, then I think I'm gonna keep going. You returned? Welcome back, Bernardo. Lucky? I hope to be lucky. If we could get this Treecko, I'd be very lucky. The volume is good. That's good to hear, X-Rider. Volume's good. Have I encountered a shiny Zigzagoon yet? I have not. Yeah, so volume's good. Yeah, I was just wondering about like bitrate, like the quality of the stream if it got fuzzy or anything for a second. But I've not encountered a shiny Zigzagoon yet. Yeah, I haven't seen any shinies yet in this save, unfortunately, so I do not know if I have a shiny frame or not. Try to get to Mirage Island. I think the chance of that happening is 5 in 6,900 with a team of 6 Pokemon. I'll have to try to get there at some point. Logan Avola, welcome to the stream. 30 more subs until 500, really. Logan Avola, thank you for the sub. There we go. We're on our way there then. 65-43 hype. Yeah, we are getting there, Oscar. We are 2 away. 65-42 right now. Do I have any accessories for luck? I just have you guys. That's all I need, right? Alright, Oscar. 65-43 right here. And Aiden, you were saying 65-45. Alright. Everyone's just calling one number after the other. I get it, Ryan. I get it. 65-43 wasn't shiny though, so we'll see if 65-45 is. Before that, if anyone wants to place bets on 65-44. Oh, is your stream lagging, Aiden? I hope, like, I don't mean this in any kind of way. I hope it's on your end, though, because I've been having issues tonight, and I really don't want the stream to, like, be lagging any more than it has. Alright, Dylan, we'll see. That one's a good ways off. Hopefully we get it before then, though. Like I said, I'd like to get it before 7,000, so technically that meets the requirements, but it's pushing it. Okay, yeah, that's even harder. That's like way harder than a shiny, so maybe. That's just gonna be a matter of luck. Like complete luck if that happened. You caught a shiny Magneton. Nice, John. That is awesome. You need a Phantom plush. Pokemon plushes are the best. Like, I showed him earlier, but Rowlet. He's been at my work, like, all summer on my desk. So I finally got him home and brought him with me. You play Pokemon while I play Pokemon? That is a... That's a good job. That's a... That's always a, like... I always really like watching streams while I play Pokemon. You know, it's not something I need to necessarily pay a lot of attention to, but it's something that's kind of related to what I'm doing. You know, so it's like it's a good background noise type thing. Like that's what I do when I shiny hunt. Is I just like turn on a live stream and sit there and play. All right, Tyler. I know someone said 6969. So I will see if 6569 is, however. Don't I hate when I see a shiny Zigzagoon and not the starter? So Mimikyu Warrior, I haven't actually seen a shiny Zigzagoon yet. So I have no reference for either, but fortunately Zigzagoon being shiny isn't like actually a bad thing in Emerald. Because while it is still an uncatchable shiny, it's an uncatchable shiny that was generated with a shiny frame that I now know about, which is what I need to get a Treecko shiny. You're playing Explorers of the Sky? Nice, Dylan. That's awesome. If you want a Dialga plushie, it's your favorite legendary. Okay, cool. And my favorite legendary is Rayquaza. And guys, we are going to reset the save here and hopefully not mess it up. Maybe 65-65. We'll see, Ice Master. Hashtag George Luck. Don't forget, hit it 666. Name it Lucifer. Alright, George. We'll see. We're still a good ways off from that, though. We're probably gonna get to like 66-20 or so. I'm not 100% sure. Mega Charizard X or Y. I don't actually have a preference between the two because I don't remember which one's which. That's mainly why. I know what the like black one with the blue flames and stuff looks like. I don't even know what the other one looks like. I will be honest. Because like I've said before, I got into Pokemon. I got back into Pokemon at the tail end of Gen 6. So like X and Y and like most of the Mega Evolution focus really isn't in my frame of reference. I do own X and Y and I need to play them, but like I just didn't play them at the time. So they're not like big things that I really remember. Your favorite shiny has to be Ninetales. Alright. Yeah, my favorite shiny is Milotic. Because like the coloring on it was so great on a Pokemon that was already one of my favorites. What do you mean by good shiny frame for encountering a shiny Zigzagoon? So I've explained this a couple times, but you know it happened. Like there's new people all the time. You're asking about it. It's cool. And basically, in Emerald, in every Pokemon game, of Pokemon's being shiny is determined based off like this math formula, where they take your trainer ID and this hidden number that you never see, and mix them together. And the number that comes out on the other side is, I'm trying to think. The number that comes out on the other side is just like a singular number, and if that number is less than 8, then you have a shiny. If it is not less than 8, then you don't have a shiny. And in most games, that like secret number you never see is really random. It's run through like the RNG, and it's always random, and it keeps going. But in Emerald, every time you soft reset, that number resets. So the like RNG isn't really like every frame the RNG changes that number, but it keeps changing it in the same pattern every time you soft reset. So the same frames will have that number that makes it shiny. And there's a chance that that frame doesn't happen until way later, like the time interval doesn't line up with soft resetting. So a good shiny frame is one that I can encounter while soft resetting efficiently. That's all that I mean by good shiny frame. Because every game has shiny frames, it's just a lot of them are so late in the game that you'd have to like leave the game on for 5 minutes, encounter, soft reset, leave the game on for 5 minutes, encounter, soft reset. Oh, excuse me. You got a bad history with Giratina. Your DS froze while hunting it. Oh no, Logan, I'm sorry to hear that. Which Pokemon is the scariest to me? I don't know if lore's anything to go off of. Mimikyu's pretty terrifying. You think Milotic is a great Pokemon in general? Me too. Like, the thing is, like I've always said, I'm more of an aesthetic person when I collect Pokemon and more the rarity of them and stuff than the actual competitive value of the Pokemon. So when I was hunting for or not when I was hunting, but when I was playing through like Gen 3 for the first time, Feebas was such a rare Pokemon to get, and then Milotic was that amazing evolution off of it. I was like, okay, yeah, this is a really cool Pokemon, and it was always pretty cool to me. It looked cool, and it was super rare, so it was like extra cool. And so when I finally saw what the shiny looked like, I was like playing in Sun, and I was like, all right, hunting a Feebas right now, and went out and shiny hunted for a Feebas specifically so I could have a shiny Milotic. I really like that blue and gold like color pattern it has going on. Alright, see you later, Oscar. Thanks for being in the stream. I hope to see you again next time. Your first Pokemon you ever caught was a shiny Caterpie. Really, Tyler? That's impressive. Yeah, you're welcome, Dylan. No problem. I mean, honestly, personally, I would recommend like going out and searching Emerald Shiny Hunt if you really want to know how it works. Like, that was a very brief explanation because if I went in depth, it would be like 15 minutes of talking about it just to like know that I forgot something. But yeah, so if you just want to look it up and like learn more, go for it. But yeah, that was a brief overview. And thank you for the sub, by the way. Look behind me, why? There's not really anything back there. Mimikyu is the best Pokemon and has a good ability, good type, but its stats are not the best. Alright. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know the competitiveness enough to really know what stats are good and what aren't. Personally, I just go for what Pokemon look cool and eventually collecting all of them because I need them for a Pokedex. You really like Milotic's Cry? Sounds pretty majestic. Yeah, that's like kind of the whole point of Milotic is you have Feebas, this awkward little like rock fish, and then you have Milotic, which is like so cool looking. Everything about it is like great. And, you know, then it evolves in, like, the weirdest way in Gen 3. Your first shiny Pokemon was Feebas that you caught just now. Really, Zach? That is awesome. Congratulations on the Feebas. Or at least the best in your opinion. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the distinction that I always kind of feel is tacked on to the end of them, you know? It's, you know, in their opinion, it's the best. You know, everyone has their own tastes in Pokemon, and they have, like, you know, what they think is either aesthetically or competitively the best. Just depends on what they think. Thank you, Kodo Black. Yeah. Yeah, shiny hunting was always interesting to me, and I finally picked it up in December when I was playing in Sun and Moon. And I finally, like, hunted long enough that I feel confident in doing a hunt that's, like, super long like this one. Sorry, your phone tripping. That's okay, Aiden. Alright, I think he left, but Oscar wanted a 65-56. So, we'll see if our shiny luck comes through. Zigzagoon wasn't shiny. How about Treecko? Nah, Treecko wasn't shiny either, unfortunately. Your first shiny was a Shroomish, you think? That's cool. My first shiny was a Ditto that I found in Sun. Currently new to Pokemon, your first game was Moon, and then you got a Game Boy Advance and got Emerald. Awesome, Logan. Yeah, Emerald was a fun game. Like, I feel like a lot of the reason I still play it is because of nostalgia more than anything, but... Because, like, I always end up getting too used to the new features in games and stick with them. And, like, start to kind of think, I wish that was in the old one. It's clunky without it. But, you know, what are you going to do? And it's always fun. It's always cool seeing people who, like, want to go back and play some more of the older games. 65-65. We'll see, Ice Master. Two Licks, welcome to the stream. Your first shiny was that Aaron you mentioned earlier. Awesome, you're trying to EV train it and then you're going to evolve it. That's cool, Ice Master. If a shiny Ditto uses Transform, is it still shiny? It actually isn't. It keeps the exact form of the Pokemon that it copies. So I haven't tested it the other way, but I feel like a normal Ditto will transform into a shiny Pokemon if Transform is used. I know the other way around works. I know the shiny Ditto becomes a regular-looking Pokemon works because during my hunt, I was very careful to make sure, like, Ditto would transform into the right clef key, so it couldn't hit me, it couldn't hurt itself, all it knew was recycle, so it could just, like, use a Legendary over and over again. I had a substitute out on a Garbodor, so, like, Garbodor couldn't hurt clef key, Garbodor could only hit the other Ditto, and the other Ditto couldn't transform. And then as soon as a shiny Ditto popped up, I threw out a Decidueye with False Swipe. And that didn't end too well, because immediately Ditto transformed into a Ghost type. And even though it was a shiny Ditto, it became a normal-looking Decidueye. Like, it looked exactly identical to the one I threw out, which wasn't shiny. And then I had to panically, like, hit it a couple times with the Leaf Blade, knock it down to, like, yellow health, not risk hitting it with a crit, and then just start chucking Pokeballs at it until it finally caught. If I had to pick a level 100 Pokemon, what would it be? I don't know, probably Rowlet. Level 100 Rowlet, unstoppable. Or level 100 Bidoof, even more unstoppable. You can actually find a wild Milotic in Black and White too, but it's 5% chance. Really, X-Rider? That's pretty cool. Did you just get a shiny Phantom? Awesome, Ryan. That is fantastic. Your first shiny was a Numel? That's cool, Tubix. That's cool. I like Numel. Emerald is great, but the physical special, depending on the type, for the first 3 gens, really limits a lot of Pokemon, which is why Platinum is your favorite. Yeah, that's where, like, that's one of those things that I talk about, like the features and it feeling a little clunky. You know, they're classics, and there's a reason why when people ask what my least favorite gen is or what my least favorite game is, I say like Gen 1 for the mechanics, like the actual story of the game, fantastic. Or like by that I mean like the actual gameplay, fantastic, love it. Play Fire Red, Leaf Green all day. But Gen 1 is too clunky just because like they don't have all the mechanics figured out. And yeah, it wasn't until Gen 4 that they finally actually got physical and special based on the move instead of based on the typing. What's my first starter? Yours was Litten. My first starter was a Squirtle. Maybe 65, 64. We will see right now, Zach. And Ice Master was 65, 65. Alright, so we got the next two. Hopefully one of them will be shiny. You'll post on the Discord? Awesome, Ryan. I look forward to seeing it after the stream. Is it bad that you took 20 minutes to decide on your starter and something? But no, that's fine, you know. It just depends on how much you wanted to. Because I mean, that's like the most important Pokemon in the game, essentially. It's like your starter, the one you take with you the whole time. You bet. What is that? A million? I hope it's not a million. You're saying 6,600. All right, KFC Bucket. We will see. We're gonna get this 6,600 pretty soon. Your first starter was a Fennekin, but you was at a stage where you would always choose a fire type starter. Ah, 2 Mixed Links, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people out there who like fire types their favorite. I've never chosen a fire type starter though. Like, I always, like I say, aesthetically is more what I look at when I look at Pokemon. So I choose like water and grass starters and stuff more than I choose like fire starters. And I've never, like, done my initial playthrough of a game with a fire starter. Your first was an Oshawott? That is awesome, Tubix. Have I ever done a Nuzlocke? I haven't, Tyler, but I'm actually planning on, like, recording one soon. Potentially, like, a randomized Nuzlocke or something. Shiny Logic. I'm gonna hunt for a shiny. Finally a shiny. Pretty much. Yeah, you just keep going, and then you get it, and you're like, awesome, and then you go on to the next one. Yours was a Torchic. That's cool. That's awesome, John. Yeah, crazy how long this is going on. Yeah, we're up to 6,500. We're gonna pass 6,600 tonight. What's up? Not much, man. I just moved into my new apartment yesterday, so that's why the background's all different. What's up with you? You have an Oshawott plushie. That's really cool, Celatal. I just have the Rowlet plush. Your first was a Chikorita. All right. Yeah, my first was, like I said, Squirtle in Fire Red, and then Mudkip in my copy of Sapphire, and then, like, a week later, a Treecko in my copy of Emerald. You like Froakie and an Oras, you like Treecko. Awesome, Mimikyu Warrior. Yeah, good choice in starters there. Same as mine. And Coda Black, thank you for the sub. You definitely play along a randomized Nuzlocke. What game I'm thinking? I'm not sure, actually. I'm kind of considering getting, like, the Citra emulator and doing, like, Sun and Moon, maybe, even. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure it out. I'm playing Hacked Alpha Sapphire right now. It's great. Awesome. That sounds fun. You did a Nuzlocke, and the 3 stars were a Rayquaza, a Palkia, and a Bidoof. Obvious choice there, man. You have to take that Bidoof. In Moon, and you finally decided that you wanted Litten. Alright. Yeah, Litten's a good starter. I really like it shiny. I really like that, like, base white that it gets. That's really cool. A Nuzlocke of Emerald would be cool to see. I feel that would be real entertaining to watch for you. Thank you. Yeah, I'd consider it. If I did like a Nuzlocke in Emerald, I'd probably wait. If it's not like randomized, I'd probably wait until I get through all of my playthrough of Emerald now, and then just move all the Pokemon to another cartridge and wipe this one and start from scratch again. Your first starter was a Treecko. Awesome, Aiden. Tapu Koko or Tapu Fini? Probably Tapu Koko, just because I'm salty about how much Tapu Fini healed itself during my attempt to catch it. Also because I have a shiny Tapu Koko. Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl, Piplup is the best starter once again, in your opinion. Agreed. Yeah, Piplup was the one that I chose. I should stretch? Why should I stretch so tall? If I do an Emerald Nuzlocke, beware of Winona. On her mod, she has Earthquake. Oh, yeah. Your favorite shiny is by far Tapu Koko? Really? That's cool. I like it too. It's not my favorite, but I do really like how the Tapu shinies look. It's just, I don't like that they're shiny locked and you have to wait for events. So I'd like to have one that has my trainer ID on it. I've been sitting for like 3 hours. Not quite 3 hours. I'm gonna like stretch. I have to go make dinner and stuff right after the stream. So like, that's about the most I'm gonna like stretch right now. Yeah. I don't know, I may go to like, I don't know, tonight I may go to 6600 and just kind of end it because of the technical difficulties. It kind of slowed the momentum a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how close we get. I don't know, we got 30 minutes left, or we got 30 encounters left. One of the two. We'll see what happens. Your favorite shiny is Camerupt. That's cool. You like Tapu Lele. Alright, yeah. I'm trying to think, did I have Lele and Feeny messed up in my head? You got all Gen 6 final stars? Nice, John. That's cool. You're thinking of that Carbink in Panolia Ranch and Sun. You struggled on it similar to the Carbink in the ranch? Or do you like breed for one in the ranch? Want to hear a perfect competitive team? Sure, Logan. In doubles battle, the ultimate combination Tapu Koko and Zygarde. Tapu Koko uses Discharge. It doesn't affect Zygarde, and then Zygarde as well. Zygarde's power. Okay. Shiny Kyogre for that pink. Shiny Kyogre looks so nice. I want one so bad. Are you the only one not talking? I imagine there's a few people in here who haven't said much, Clorox. All Bidoofs. The perfect team. You really only need one Bidoof, though. Like, any more is overkill. You got a shiny Kyogre in GTS and Omega Ruby? Really? You put a Japanese Kyogre when you wanted an English one and got a shiny one. That's crazy, man. Primal shiny Kyogre? Really? That's cool. Yeah, guys, I think I'm just going to go to 6600 for the night. With the technical difficulties and my sinuses and stuff are starting to act up just because of talking for so long. Plus, I haven't eaten dinner, so... And we've got the stream starting to fizzle again, so... It may just kind of be time that we have to call it for the night, unfortunately. So I will wrap up the last, like, 20 here. You want a shiny Hunt Torchic when you get your Ruby cartridge? Good luck to you, Cosmic Chicken. I hope you get it. Have I ever gotten a shiny from Wonder Trade? I haven't, because I haven't done much trading outside of between my own games. Personally, I'm like really nervous about Pokemon I get from those trades being like gemmed and stuff and not legit. For me, what time is it? It is about 9:30 at night right now, Eastern time. What do I prefer more, Groudon or Kyogre? Probably Kyogre. Your friend got a shiny Salazzle from Wonder Trade. That's awesome, Ice Master. And JJ Perez, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Professor Birch has to have a shiny Treecko. Yeah, like, wouldn't he just, like, leave the... Wouldn't you just leave, like, a shiny lizard on the ground for some kid to come pick up? If I could make a Pokemon type, what would it be? That's interesting. I don't know what types are needed. Because honestly, I wouldn't have thought of Dragon or Fairy. Not sure. If anyone else has ideas, post them below. I was confused by something for a second. Thanks, Indy. I guess you clicked it, and then it lagged, and I didn't see that you had clicked it. It's 8:30 for you. Really? So you're, I guess, Central Time, then. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, honestly, the Primals are meant to be extremely OP. There's a reason they're, like, barely allowed in any kind of competitive form. Oh, he can't use it? He can't use it? Okay, that's weird. when you caught Lunala, you threw the first ball just for laughs a regular Pokeball hit. See it? Nice. I caught my Solgaleo in a regular Pokeball as well. Because, like, personally, I really like having all of my Pokemon in the same type of Pokeball. So, like, that was necessary to get, like, all the legendaries in regular Pokeballs. Which is part of why the Tapu hunts took so long. Bird used to be a glitch type. Like, not just flying, but bird. Specifically bird. All the same weaknesses as flying, but suddenly, like, bug types are extra weak to it. Yeah, and that, honestly, you could probably, like, write your own types in Gen 1 with how glitchy it is. Do enough menu underflowing and, or like menu navigation and item underflowing, and suddenly, boom, everything. Like, you know, you could have Pokemon with like type Ian, you know? That's just how messed up Gen 1 games are. You can just write code into them, basically. What level is my Festival Plaza? Very low. I didn't even know you could level them up. How tilted would I be if the Zigzagoon is shiny first? I'd be a little bit like, dang it, I missed it barely. But Emerald has busted RNG, so it's actually not a bad thing. What ends up happening is that I just have to start tweaking my timing a little bit, because Emerald has the same time intervals create shinies every time. So I just have to, and I have to get accurate within like a 60th of a second, so it's not going to be easy by any means. But it's possible. Basically, I'm going to turn that, if I get a shiny Zigzagoon first, I'm going to turn that Zigzagoon into a Treecko, in essence, you know. Missing Noah's bird, really? Welcome back, Pokenerd. Professor Birch has been attacked by a weird dog animal almost 7,000 times. Yeah, I mean, it's his fault. He doesn't have a shiny Treecko for me. Come on. Alright, see you later, Celatol. Thanks for doing it in the stream. I hope to see you again next time. I'm gonna get it on 6666. I'm not sure about that one, Pokenerd, and I'd be okay with it if that happened. Though, the Diamond Miner, welcome to the stream. Is it weird that you're using that speaker? Not at all, Android Play. Dog type would be cool, but its weakness is normal because people are normal. Ah. Or what if they made it where dog type is suddenly more aggressive and its attack increases if it's in a double battle with a normal type? Maybe a stone type. They already have ground and rock, though. Like, I don't know what stone would be different than rock. I'm really trying to think, like, I don't know what they're really missing. It's like a shadow type would be like a ghost and a dark Pokemon. They'd really have to like just start kind of mixing typings, I feel. Green SP, when is my next stream? It'll probably be tomorrow. I'm not sure what the exact time will be yet, but it will be tomorrow. I'm gonna try to move. Starting, like, tomorrow, I'm going to start trying to move towards a 2-hour stream, but 5 streams a week schedule. See how that works out. We'll kind of figure it all out as we go, because things will probably change a little bit when school starts in less than a week now, because I start on Monday. We need that blue Treecko. Agreed, Tubix. We really do need that blue Treecko. If we could get it before the end of the stream, that would be the best thing that could possibly happen. Light type, maybe. I'm not sure. What would you put in light type though? Like just things that like have like luminescence on it, like a firefly, or what? Wisconsin, the state that has so many mosquitoes that a joke that occurs is that it's our state bird. Rip. I really don't like mosquitoes. You know, they just like you don't feel their bite, and then suddenly it itches like an hour later. You want to see a Mega Bidoof? Look, Logan, we just can't get too OP, you know. Bidoof on its own, they already give you Bibarel. Like, you can't really can't give Bidoof too much power, or things are going to get very bad. Alright, I'm glad to see that you guys will be on the next stream as well. Remove Fairy type, make Fairy type Light type. I feel like Fairy type fits a lot of the Pokemon that are in the category better. Sad type? Why would you have a sad type? You have a shiny Treecko, but you trade for it? I mean, a shiny's a shiny, however you get it, Pokenerd. Oh, what's this? Surf Raid. Oh, welcome people to the stream from this raid, I guess. Dark and Light types should be super effective on each other. That'd be interesting. I don't know, I feel like Light would be the super effective one. I am Kira. Is this an emulator? No, it's actually a Game Boy cartridge and a Game Boy player. That adapter for the GameCube. So I'm sitting here with a GameCube controller. So this is like a legit cartridge. It's the one that I got when I was like 8 years old. And welcome all these new people to the stream. And Kodo Black, thank you for the sub. I've been raided. Yeah, welcome to all the new people. Everyone from the raid. I'm glad to see you here. Earth type? Yeah, but like that's the thing. We have like ground types and everything. Like there's already ground and rock. I feel like adding more types or like stone, earth, those things would be like weird. And they'd be really confusing. And first space type would be Deoxys or Dialga, yeah. I feel like that'd be more of like a legendary typing. Or something you'd add to like the Pokemon that came from the moon. Mac Daddy Swag, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Welcome, Surfer. Welcome to the stream. Surf Raid, I'll show you over there. Hey, I mean, welcome to all these new people. I'm glad to see you guys here. Mythic type. Like, that's the thing, is like you can start making like legendaries and mythics their own typing, pretty much. You know who Surfer is? He's a friend of yours, and he told me radio. Really? Alright, that's cool. Yeah, so everyone welcome to the stream, guys. That's a good question, Bats. Who would win in that? I don't know, I feel like Bastion just has more fire rate, though. A raid is something you find in Pokemon Go. And it's also something you find in streams, you know? It's exciting both ways. Have I at least got a shiny Zigzagoon? I haven't yet, hey. We are still just trying to find a shiny of any kind. So we got 2 more encounters here before I reset the save for the last time for the night. I think I will go out until 10 o'clock. You heard of Overwatch and suddenly you're here. Yeah, Overwatch got brought up compared to Halo, which is by far the superior series, if I do say so myself. Malicious Mewtwo, you can tell I've been trying super hard with 6,599 encounters. Yeah, we are doing encounter 6,600 right now. Yeah, we've been going at this for almost 2 months now. This is stream number like 23. It's getting crazy. I'm hoping we get it soon though. Hashtag Pokenerd. Is there a little Pokenerd raid going on here too? That's cool, guys. Well, welcome all the new people to the stream. Beast type was thought about. Huh. I guess you could do a beast type in a way, yeah. You're starting a stream at 10. Alright, well that's the perfect time, because assuming you are Eastern time, I am ending my stream in about 15 minutes, so everyone head over to XX Boss Raptor's stream after this one. 1 shell from a Scorpion tank would shred right through Bastion. Technically, yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of you can't miss. If you miss, Bastion's just gonna fire away. This is true, Bats. Yeah, firepower-wise, it's just like pure speed. Spent a couple hours trying to perfect Hanzo headshots, don't know why. I still need to like learn more characters other than Diva. I played a decent Diva. I also just realized I should reset the save, but we've got 15 minutes left, so I'm just gonna run it out without really worrying about it. But yeah, so I like mainly play D.Va when I play Overwatch. And I've gotten pretty decent with her, which is like I always get frustrated because no one realizes that like you can run forward. Defense Matrix is blocking literally everything Bastion is throwing at you guys. I don't know, like I can block crap loads of damage, and I can do a little bit of damage myself, but like I play a very defensive D.Va. And I've tried branching into like Widow and stuff. Like that's kind of where I feel like I want to learn next, is some kind of sniper character. What if I get the shiny, but Professor Perch takes it and gives you a level 100 Metapod with Harden instead? Then I start picking up Metapod and throwing it at other Pokemon until they get knocked out. But if Bastion gets close, you can't hit it. That's where, like, that's kind of the thing. It's like, it's a matter of accuracy and fire rate over, like, defensive abilities. Sadly, you've never been rated on YouTube? I mean, I've only been rated twice, Grungy, and we've been doing this for, like, 2 months now. It's like the first time I was rated with, like, Apple Codes rated, it was literally because I was the only other person doing any kind of, like, shiny hunting on YouTube when he ended his stream. Reaper is your main? Alright, Logan. What about a Pokemon that traces the opposite Pokemon's type? That'd be an interesting concept. You gotta go see later, Ice Master. Doesn't Ditto technically do that already? I was on your front page, so why not? Fair enough, yeah. It's funny when I see my own videos on my front page, because I guess like I have a preview window up, and I think that counts as a view, so it considers me watching the entirety of the stream. So I think it's kind of funny that, like, I'll go on YouTube and be like, suggested videos, and it's my own, like, stream backlog. I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny. Hashtag Winston. Winston's pretty fun. I'm terrible at playing him. And when I play D.Va, I hate him because him and Symmetra are some of the few that can actually damage me through Defense Matrix. If I could give a Pokemon a Mega Stone, what Pokemon would it be? Rowlet. Like, I don't know. I want to see what they do with a Mega Rowlet. Like, just make the bow tie bigger. Oh, you'd probably know this. Yeah. Overwatch versus the Flood from Halo. Who am I kidding? Nothing survives the Flood. Master Chief escaped the Flood barely. Yeah, it would take a lot to escape the Flood. What if you get the shiny Treecko and Professor Birch takes it back in Gelato? I already answered that, JJ. Mega Milotic. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty awesome, actually. Ditto taxes. Takes the Pokemon. This one just changed types. Yeah, I mean, I knew, like, Ditto takes more than just the typing. But yeah, I wonder how that would work, because you'd almost have to, like, that'd be interesting. Because would it keep its own moves? Because then you could have some weird moves, I feel. I would like to see a Mega Milotic become a thing. That would be pretty cool, guys. I kind of almost take back Rowlet. Milotic would be pretty sick to see in Mega form. You're starting a stream on Omega Ruby, alright, Xbox. So, I mean, everyone, once we're done with mine, which is wrapping up here fairly soon, head on over to Xbox Raptor stream. Oh, you gave me a shout out. Thank you, Poganer. Mega Meme Rowlet plus Mega Bidoof plus Mega Metapod. Oh boy, all the meme Pokemon. I don't know. Rowlet would just be, like, mega adorable. Like, it wouldn't even add to the stats. It would just, like, make its bow tie bigger and make it even more adorable. What is up, Professor Wes? Welcome back to the stream. Glad you're able to catch the tail end of it here. Tristan McIntyre, McIntyre, you wanted a shout out? There you go. Guess heads or tail. If I can guess right, you'll like every one of my videos and watch all of them. Mimikyu Warrior, I would recommend against watching all of them. They are all just live streams like this, and they add up to like 60 hours of time, but I'm gonna guess Tails. You'll be back tomorrow then. Alright, I will see you tomorrow, Coda Black. What would Mega... what Mega did we like? Just a bigger pile of puke. What? But... would it keep its Mega when it changed to the other Pokemon? Would that be like its thing? Is that it's basically just a Mega Stone for whatever Pokemon you have? Like, I feel like that's what Mega Ditto would be. Alright, see you later, Aiden Reyes. Thanks for tuning into the stream. What would even be the point of Mega evolving a Ditto? That's what I'm thinking, like, wouldn't at that point you just essentially have like a Mega Stone that works on whatever it transformed into? Mega Transform. Oh, okay, yeah, that one... I could see that if they made a Mega Ditto. Dragonite owner, you like shiny hunting, but when it comes to starters, it just takes too long, but more power to me. Thank you, Dragonite Hunter. Hashtag Gen 3. Yeah, Gen 3 all the way. Yeah, I just wanted to do like a full odds hunt, and Emerald was the only English cartridge I had to do it on. It would be, and like the only thing I could like stream, because I can't stream DS footage yet. I can only stream Game Boy stuff. I guess wrong. Oh no! I guess heads then. Alright, see you later, Pokenerd. Thanks for tuning in the stream, and thanks for that little tiny raid. That was awesome. Mega Transform becomes the enemy Pokemon and doubles the level of it. Max level would be 200. That's a little bit OP. You love Gen 3 and always will. Awesome. Yeah, Gen 3 was my first gen, so there's always a place in my heart for it. Shiny stream Shiny Sonic. Get like a ROM hack of an OG Sonic game and like make him red instead of Knuckles. Do I like Jake Paul? I've literally never watched any video from him. Like, that's not, like, that kind of side of YouTube's just not really what I follow as much. I follow, like, gaming and then more the sciencey type channels. So, like, I hadn't really heard of him at all until very recently. What are the ways I shiny hunt? So, the way that I mainly shiny hunt is SOS chaining in Sun and Moon, but I can't stream that, so I decided I was going to do a soft reset hunt for Treecko, and here we are. In Emerald, this is the only method. Yeah, basically either walk around in grass randomly or soft reset for it over and over again. In newer games, like, there's a whole bunch of methods. Starting in Gen 4, they added ways to actually increase the odds of finding shinies, but until Gen 4, it was all luck and soft resetting. A Pokemon cartridge that has nothing but shiny Pokemon, but regular Pokemon have the same rarity as shinies. But then wouldn't the regular ones be the shiny ones? Well, welcome back, Gabriel. Yeah, we have not had much luck tonight. Skybomber, you are late a little. You are a little bit late, unfortunately. We have about 6 minutes left in the stream for the night. Probably gonna go to 66:25 here, and then to our ceremonial end with a Mudkip this time. Alright, see you later, Skylight Bomber. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Be that one guy that has 7 Game Boys out 7 times faster. I mean, it technically would be, but the problem is I would like pay attention to like 2 of them, and then the other 5 really wouldn't ever. I would either stop using them, or there would be a shiny and I'd reset on it. Do I like astronomy? It's kind of cool. I haven't been into it nearly as much recently. Skylight Bomber, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I have a telescope and stuff, but I haven't been into it nearly as much as I used to. You're 20 and you'll be starting a Moto vlog channel at the beginning of 2018. Nice, Dragonite owner. That's cool. What's my favorite mythical Pokemon? Probably something like Jirachi. Repeat after me. Alright, see you later, Zach Morales. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I'll listen to Mythicals. Okay, fair enough. I'm pretty much going to go with the Hoenn Mythicals. Once you beat the Elite Four with struggle, really? That's pretty awesome, Clorox. I had a gym battle in, whatever the Ghost Gym is in Gen 4. I kind of ran out of Pokemon and was, like, going to use, like, I basically needed to throw in a, like, throwaway Pokemon so I could use a turn to like revive one of my actually competitively viable Pokemon. So I threw out this Eevee that had just hatched from an egg. It had like almost no moves available to it, and at the end of it, I threw out this Eevee, and then I realized none of its moves could hit me. Like I spent a lot of time reviving and healing up this other Pokemon I threw out, and then I realized it hasn't hurt me once. And I let this Haunter, which is the gym leader's last Haunter, sit there and just use all these Ghost type moves on this Eevee, and eventually ran out of moves and struggled, and it was hilarious. Like I found that so funny just because it was like, wait, I just beat this gym through like a war of attrition. That was one of the most entertaining moments I had in Pokemon. Next stream, try to get a shiny Abra. Next stream, I will still be going for a Treecko, honestly. Like, I want to get this Treecko. We've been doing this for so many streams now. I want to get it, and then the plan for that is, after that, is to do a shiny Charmander. There's going to be an eclipse. I think the eclipse is, what, Monday? Yeah, it's Monday. Darkrai's cool. Darkrai's pretty cool. Alright, guys, this is our last encounter for the night. Let's see if Treecko is just waiting to save the best for last. Hopefully we can get a shiny right here, or right now. What are the Pokemon I use to shiny hunt then? I tend to use mostly a Decidueye for SOS method just because it's Ghost type. Unfortunately, 6625 was not shiny either. So while I wrap up the stream, we're going to do our normal hunt for a Mudkip one encounter. So again, thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream, who liked and subscribed. It means a lot, and it's always fun talking to you guys in chat. And like I said, I will be streaming tomorrow, and I'm going to start streaming more regularly. So I hope to see you guys then, and let's end this with this Mudkip. And unfortunately, the Mudkip was not shiny, guys, so I will see all of you tomorrow.